Welcome to Bro Plata presents Tequilaquences 2 Booze Control. Find out who has to suffer the Tequilaquences. Spoiler alert, not this guy. Not this guy.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's right. Both of Ray's fighters went down, so we have to do some shots. Cousin Mike will be on later to do his one. You know what? Bobby Green put up a hell of a fight for him, though. He did. He really did. But
Yeah.
only one shot, and his other guy won, Yadong Song. My two fighters.
Yeah, we got Willie Windmill, whoever you are. We love you.
The best names.
I know. I can't wait for Dirk Diggler to show up. I'll be like, hey, how was Roller Girl?
Sure. Wait a minute. Why not? But Alonzo Metafield and Tisha Torres won their fights by decision. Therefore, I don't have to do any tequila. I did think about doing like a shot for solidarity, right? I did think about that. But listen, do not disrespect the wheel, okay?
No.
Like the wheel decided that it was my turn to take a break, and I thank the wheel for that, right? I don't want to crap on the wheel giving me a break, right? And by taking another shot, right? Because look, next time we do this, I might have to do 8 or 12.
Yeah.
We have a max of 12 now. And eventually someone's going to do it, and I'm very excited for it, kind of. Even if it's me. It's going to be something. The next pay-per-view, though, isn't until like the end of September, man. So,
do you know they're doing, I think it's UFC 266 for free?
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Is that the one in Abu Dhabi?
Yes.
No, 266 is the next one. So 267.
267. Jan
Abu Dhabi. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's at 11 a.m.
Well, hey, listen, I'm happy that I don't have to pay for it if it's at 11 a.m.
Yes.
And I probably will sleep through it and watch it later.
We got D-Rest in the building. We spoke of him earlier. Did you do that thing I asked you to do? Huh?
That's not ominous at all. Okay. I don't want to know. I'm not going to ask questions.
But
and then they're doing Abu Dhabi the next week. They're doing Madison Square Garden, I believe, or that's not official yet, but it's unofficially Madison Square Garden. But 2 in a row. That means we're gonna have 2 Tequilaquences weeks in a row. I'm excited for that. Kinda. Listen, I kind of want to happen a little bit more often too, because this time I'm not doing any. Mike's only doing 1. You're doing 3. Every week would be a issue, but. The next one isn't for like 5 weeks or 6 weeks or something.
Yeah, they're taking a Saturday off this coming Saturday.
Well, yeah, but the next pay-per-view isn't until the end of September. So
yeah,
it's going to be a minute. However, I do have there's another event I think that we should do Tequilaquences for.
What is that?
I think I figured out a way to do it. You're going to love this. Ready? Little League World Series.
Okay. All right.
I figured out. Number one, I just found out today that's it makes sense, but they're not. It's all American teams this year. They're not having anybody come in, which makes sense. But because of that, they're having more American teams than usual. So 16, I think. Anyway, so we just make a wheel of all 16 teams once they get their spots. And then I think what we're going to do is we'll both have 2, and we'll only get judged on our best finishing team.
Okay. I like that.
The only way you don't drink. Maybe 3 teams because there's 16 teams. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But the only way you don't drink is if they win the whole thing. So yeah, we should get at least 3 teams.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Listen, we're the kind of show that makes drinking bets on Little League games. This is the kind of show we are. We're classy guys. What am I going to say?
We're the best human beings you can possibly even try to be, guys. We are amazing human beings.
Raymond, eventually I will let you talk on this show eventually today. But obviously I was excited for today, obviously. I usually am. But congratulations, sir. We made it to 100 episodes.
We did.
Oh, dude, I forgot. I was going to get a white piece of paper with a marker and write 100 on it, the old Wilt Chamberlain thing. It would only be funny to me. And anyway, yeah, do we look at that.
I know, it's weird. I've never actually done a podcast for this long. Usually I get like 25 episodes in and go, fuck it. I don't want to do it.
I didn't really think about that being possible when we started. I don't know how many I thought would actually get through, but
he froze, I think. Yeah, he froze. There you are. You're back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, I got something on my screen that popped up. All right, I'm good. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I didn't really
Quit watching porn, sir. Stop fapping to the trans women. God damn it.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Still the links that you sent me, Raymond.
I know.
I'm gonna see if I got any links. Like who would I call if that's what I was looking for?
I mean, I have a full
you would be
Pornhub playlist for you.
My go-to porn guy for sure. No, but 100 episodes. Yeah, I didn't really know if that would happen when we started. I got there, and a lot of people didn't watch any of them, which is good. It was great, which is fine. I don't know. What do you think about it, Ray?
I think it's awesome, dude. I mean, the fact that we drunkenly one night came up with the idea to do a podcast at the Funny Stop and came up with a name while we were drunk. I immediately got married to Bro Plata. Looking back on it, I'm glad we did still. Because
yeah, kind of.
It's
fine.
Now I'm definitely, I like the name and I'm happy that we got to the place that we're at, and a lot of shit in the year that we've been doing this and the 100 episodes that we've been doing this. How can I put this? I've had a lot of downs for sure on this show, with missing shows or oversleeping and
that's true. This is actually only episode 99 for Ray.
Yeah,
100 for me.
Yeah, it's this is like episode 90, I think 97, because I've missed like 3, or we've had to miss.
Well, the only one that was done without you is 1.
Yeah. So it's fun, man. Like to have the people that we've interviewed. Our first fucking episode, our 10th episode was Master Ken, which I didn't even think that he would be on our show to grace our presence with his Ameridote.
I checked that one out a little bit today. It's because we had a lot more views than I thought it did.
Yeah, it's still kind of climbing.
Yeah, it's good.
Too.
It's good. More than we did originally, so that's good. People are watching that. Yeah, we have good interviews on there. The John Gunther one's still one of my favorites. What's your favorite interview we've done?
John Gunther's up there.
I like all of our interviews. There isn't one that I didn't like.
Yeah,
I thought they were all fun and they're all good. That's what we need to do. We need to do more. I've enjoyed every single one of them.
Yeah, dude, it's fun to know that this will keep going, and I've in my infinite daydreaming, I dream up ideas for this show and like what to do with it and go in certain areas. Yes.
Put that question up. This is good. This is we like one of our favorite part of doing a live show is having listeners come in and give us questions like this.
Yeah, what movie quote do you say to yourself when you look in the mirror or look at yourself naked in the mirror? Honestly,
I got one.
What's yours?
Babe, that'll do, pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I look at myself now in the mirror and I'm like Reg Dunlap as he's trying to like take a nap and slap shot. Just
no. Okay.
What?
No, say what you're gonna say because I have one for you.
Because he's laying on the bed and like phone calls keep coming in. All of a sudden, someone's like knocking on the door and he's trying to take a nap, and it's just fucking incredible. Like, how the hell did I like look at myself? I look at myself. And I used to be 144 pounds. 144. Yeah, now I'm like 212.
Right. This is what you need to do. All right. You need to tell people this is what you do. Okay. You get naked in front of the mirror. You look at yourself and you quote, "Field of Dreams. People will come, Ray. People will most definitely come." Yes. Nailed it. I think I won the game. Did I win the game, Windmill Willie?
Well, I was about to actually say I could also look at myself in the mirror and go like Ghostbusters when they realized Dan Aykroyd made a wish.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What did you do, Ray? What did you do? Oh man!
me you doing that's would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. That's yours. Like people will come, Ray.
That's
People
when
will
I
most
that's when I get
definitely
high.
come.
I will do the Buffalo Bill thing in the mirror and be like, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard."
Yep, that's the voice.
Ah, are you Tim? Are you about a size 14?
Oof, I don't know. You're a big old fat person. Yeah.
Wait. Was she a great big fat person? His
Anyway, we've
voice
seen
is
the
so
movie,
right.
Ray. We've seen the movie. All right, it's creepy as hell. It's great.
Oh, it
But it's
is.
creepy as hell.
Oh
Uh,
no.
no, you know, I was thinking because our buddy Brogan Endress had a fight last weekend and he did not win. I was wondering, I'm like, man, we're not jinxing fighters, are we? Like by having him on the show. And I've looked back and I think we're about 500. So no, we're not. So we're good.
Okay, good.
We're good. And we're also not like the good luck show. We're 50-50, I think, or something like that.
We've got well, we can always hang our hats on Isaiah Watkins, even though that came at the expense of Brogan
It's true.
Endress.
He fought Brogan, but yeah.
But
You're right. He's fighting tough dudes. He's an amateur. That makes sense. Oh, Raymond, there's a card next month in Akron, an all amateur card. Do you want to do something? You want to do something? It's September 11th. Nailed it. Perfect.
I cannot do that day.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do that day because I will be at the Flogging Molly Violent Femme show.
Ah, that's right. I
in
forgot.
Nautica. Yeah. Next month, if there's something, I'm down. I'll go.
Yeah, they'll probably do another one a couple of months after that. That's a dude we know, Scott Corbin, match makes for that. And hey, they're looking for a guy to fight an O&L heavyweight. You want to do it, Ray?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Do it. Oh, it's the same day. It's September 11th. You can't.
Oh, never mind then. If they have another O&O heavyweight, I'm glad to go in there and
Please
see if I
want you to do it how I did it, which is you get like 2 weeks or a month max.
Yeah, I would need a month, like probably even 2 to get in a
my
cage.
Thing was at the time I was actually in decent shape. Not fighting shape, but just basically physical shape. Probably some of the best I ever was. So 2 weeks for me did a pretty good job. I don't know how much more I learned, but like I said before, my buddies who helped me out, they did a pretty good job of simplifying everything for me as much as possible. They're like, just do this.
Yeah.
And because they kind of knew what was going to happen, and they were right about everything. So it worked out.
Yeah, I would need.
They didn't win because it didn't work out because it didn't win.
I need to go to Revolution if I'm going to do it. I need to go to George and like do 5 days a week of just training.
I need to lose 40 pounds, then we'll go work out with those guys. At least I have to lose weight first.
Yeah, I'm. See, that's the thing. Like, I was probably at my biggest when I first started rolling was 220, and I dropped down to like 190 because I was doing like 4 classes a week. I was like obsessed in the beginning and didn't do any, like didn't post roll after the show or after class or anything for like 2 months, and then got in there and got my ass just whipped for a bunch of them. And then rolling with white belts, it just became easier and easier to like tap them or get positions where I could possibly do something. But I'm still like so low level on that totem pole, dude.
I've rolled forever. So somebody that last weekend when I played softball, somebody who was on another team came up to me. He's like, dude, did you have an MMA fight a while back? I'm like, it was about over 100 pounds ago, but yeah. He's like, oh, dude, I remember that, man. I remember that. It was cool. I'm like, all right, man, cool. At least somebody remembers. Somebody remembers. One guy.
I had a guy last night. I went to the B-side lounge for Make 'em Laugh Mondays, John Bruton's thing. And shout out to Michael Strank as well. He hosted the show and fucking crushed. Loved it. We had a decent crowd last night, and some guy who was actually, I guess, like doing the stand-up was like, "Hey man, I know you. You're awesome." And I was like, "Oh, okay. That's nice." It's weird when people recognize you for anything because you're like, "What did I do? Well, how did I offend you?" Did I make you
The
mad?
story about the guy who works at the Empire gear store in Akron was trying to figure out where he knew me from. And it took a while for me to realize, like, oh, he saw me at the Funny Stop. Like, he saw me do comedy. And I didn't, once I figured that out, I didn't say anything to him. And the next time I went, he's like, I remember where I know you from. I'm like, I know. He's like, why didn't you say anything? I'm like, I like to keep it separate from other, I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing is, I really don't. I mean, I would love to be, if I'm doing well and like I'm proud of what I'm doing, that I want to be recognized for it. That'd be awesome. That really would be great. But at the time, I was doing, because I don't know, it was weird because I was in there for something else, and I don't know if he liked me or not. Maybe he didn't like me, although I did remember him specifically because I ripped on his whole table. So
that's awesome.
yeah, because I was hosting and seating people, and they didn't want to sit up front, so I set them in the back, and they're like the most white. They're the most boring looking white people on earth. So I just ripped on them from where I was because I'm like, this is, you know. Then after the show, they told me why they didn't want to be up front is because they went to improv and they were the only white table in the whole place, and they sat him right up front, and the guy's whole act just became the white people up front. So I'm like, I understand that, and I wouldn't want to see that either. I mean, like, you can do a few minutes on that, but then do your act, man. Do your act. But if it does just the whole time, that's a crutch, man. Do you have jokes? If you have jokes, do your jokes.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on my crowd work and trying to get that going as a thing, but I still need a lot more material.
Write your jokes. That's the thing. Like, I mean, look at what our buddy Sean Lynch does. He'll riff on something, but then when he's out of that, he'll go into his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of times when he will open about something that happened before in the show, or somebody up front, or something else is going on. Every show, no matter where we are, and I've performed with that guy in tons of places in multiple states, and he always does that. But he's great. He's great. I mean, I do that too. Usually, if I have something,
yeah,
I'll just do my stuff. But then I'll go and try to. The hardest part is transitioning from being off the cuff and ranting on stuff, and then getting into your material.
Sometimes
some people. I know one guy who's awesome off the top of his head, but when he gets into his material, it's like he's a different guy, and it's a weird shift.
Yeah, I did that last night. Mike Strank was doing a joke about how he's on like he was on Grindr or something, and he's like gay or so. I don't like don't know if it's true. Whatever. Don't know if it's real. I whatever. It's a joke, and it's actually really funny. But like, I went up there, and when he was the thing I said was Mike is like trying to act like we didn't know you were on Grindr. And it got them, and then I did a joke and then slowly got myself into like a rhythm. But yeah, it's a hard thing to find that little way when you're performing stand-up like that. It's definitely it's hard, but when you find that mode, you're like, oh, thank Jesus.
I mean, some of the stuff I've been doing some of my bits for a long time, and like that's the hardest thing is just telling it like you're telling it for the first time every time. That's the thing, like telling it like you're not sick of it.
Yeah,
because there's a couple of those, and I'm just like, I guess we're doing this one, and you gotta tell it like it's your favorite thing in the world, and I think I do a decent job of that. But like in my head, I'm just like, I need to write new shit.
Yep. Yeah.
Even if the shit works, I mean, because I don't have to get rid of my stuff that works right now. There's no reason for it. Even though I've got rid of some because it's just a different kind of comedy I want to do.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say finally all. Like, thank God you realize that you suck.
Thanks, Ray.
I love you, Tim.
Are you gonna do tequila shots, Ray, or what?
We can talk about something else right now if you'd like. I think that's
what I will say this.
Crowd wants really.
I will say this. When we started the podcast, I definitely did not think that our 100th episode would be called Tequilaquences 2 Booze Control.
No.
If you told me that, I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, I understand the speed reference. That's it.
Yeah, I'm dreading this, and it's. I feel I will say this. I started whenever like one of my fighters was going up, there was points where I'm like, oh, just when it hit the third round of what's the kid's name? I can't remember his name.
Ellis.
Yeah, the Rodriguez. When it got to the third round and I realized like, oh, he's gonna fucking lose this. My first thought was, one shot's not that bad. Like that was literally my first thought.
No, my first fight ever in Tequilaquences, the guy got choked down in the first round.
I
And all of a
know.
sudden, and this was my idea. So I'm like, whose fucking idea was this whole thing? Mine. And that's what happens. I guess I deserve it. I'm the one that came up with the game. I deserve to get hit hard first. But this time my people
Absolutely.
won, so that's good. But then yeah, you know what though? You should have put Derek Lewis. You didn't put Derek Lewis back. You should have.
I should have, and I felt honestly like I felt confident in Derek Lewis. I do this with
that's
fighters.
the thing. You actually thought he was gonna win.
Yeah.
You know what we didn't do? We did. I think it's just barely the longest episode we ever did last time, and we forgot to make picks for the fights.
Yeah.
Like I'm always confused on whether or not we're gonna do another episode. So I wasn't sure. But then after that, I realized we weren't going to. I'm like, shit, we didn't make picks. We didn't talk about the fights at all, other than the Tequilaquences.
We've said it on the show many times. Like, if we just talk MMA, we're gonna go fucking nuts.
That's true. And I agree, obviously, because I say it all the time too. But with this case, like I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about Chiesa and Luke.
I know.
I was like, really excited for that fight.
Yeah, man. I have the events page up already, and also I have a video. And I want to talk to you about something as well. But
oh, geez, the way you said that was like, and I want to talk to you about something. What do you?
Yeah, I want to talk to you about something.
Me?
It's baseball related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But do you think we should wait for your cousin Mike to message you? That way we all can like do this at once? Or do you just want the pain to happen?
Well, it depends how long you're going to take to do 3 shots. I mean, I think so maybe you could save one for Mike.
Okay.
Because you're not going to do 3 in a row.
No.
I mean, if you did, you're the man. Listen, you're the man.
I've never been able to do 3 shots in a row ever.
Yeah, I don't think I can either. Maybe I could try 2. I don't know. The fact that last time I did my 4 shots and I didn't vomit, which is good, and I didn't have a chaser or anything. I just raw dogged it, and it was fine. Surprise.
This was me. This was me on Saturday after I like did the math in my head. I hate Tequilaquences. I wish I was never born.
Yeah, and again, like, why are we doing? Like, this is just ourselves punishing ourselves. However, it's really fun. I don't know. It was fun when we were spinning the wheel and shit. Like, that's fun. I don't know why. It just is. But the punishment part, it's not. Well, I mean, listen, it's going to be fun for me this week watching you, and I'm sure next week, next time, I'll get crushed.
I'm hoping with all my heart. I want you to have to do all the shots, and I just sit back like you are this week. You got out of the barrel pretty easily.
Yeah, boy.
It was like I watched that first fight, and I'm like, he'll have to probably do like 1. You know, he'll do. You know, I can't be the only one on the fucking show to do shots. Like, no.
When we spun the wheel,
one of Mike's guys lost. So
when we spun the wheel, I was very confident in Minifield, very confident in Tisha Torres, and they both won them by decision. Actually, Ed Herman did a heck of a job staying in that fight. That dude's chin is made of fucking concrete.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Ed Herman. Same thing with the Bobby Green fight. I'm like, I love both those guys. I just don't expect them to win, but they're both tough as hell, and they're really hard outs. So I didn't really think Bobby Green was actually going to get finished in the first round. Just Faziz is a monster, but that would be really, really huge feather in his cap to do that to Bobby Green. Bobby Green, just to remind you that he's Bobby Green, man. He just keeps pushing forward, and he did great. Apparently, some people think he won that fight. I think they're insane if they think.
I mean, I was one of those guys. Yeah, I thought he did more in the production area when it came to striking. I didn't think Fazeev was really getting the volume.
I think he won the 3rd round.
Bobby Green.
Maybe that's it. Just
the 2nd round, he started coming back a little to make it a fight, and then
look,
that third
the way
round
you're talking about
Bobby
is just
Green.
how many times did he touch him? That's basically what you're saying.
Oh, yeah, a lot of times that's how judges look at it.
But if you look at that, then Fazeev had more significant strikes in the 1st and 2nd round by a lot.
Okay,
so that's what I'm saying. What are you looking at? But the one judge who
baked out of my head, so
that makes sense too. Anyway, one of the judges had it 30-27 for Fazeev, and I did read something today when he defended himself. And he's basically was saying, I'm definitely paraphrasing, but he's just basically saying he's throwing the big shots and going for damage, and the other guy's not. I'm like, well, that's fine. But the thing is, you all have to get on the same page, man. If that's how we're going to score fights, that's fine. Do it. Fine. But everyone has to get on the same page. I mean, you can't have these mix and match philosophies on how to judge fights.
It's human error, dude. I mean, that's all it really is.
You have to have a unified standard, or at least tell people what you're looking for, man.
This is true.
And like when I've talked to judges in this state, there's been times like the same day, a guy told me how important leg kicks were to stay busy. He's like, you know how many guys win rounds just to throw in a couple extra leg kicks? And the other guy said it's all about who wins the clinch. I'm like, these are two different guys doing the same thing, and they have two different philosophies. I'm like, you got to get this together, man, because it's not fair. Because the way you're talking about it is that you just luck of the draw. What's what judge you have, right? I mean, one fight you might lose, but if you had three other judges, you might win. No, because they like to look at different stuff. Man, come on, man, just talk to each other. It's not that difficult. Anyway,
hold on, I gotta send a link to the show to somebody because I want him to witness me getting these horrible things done to me right now by.
Wow, that doesn't sound weird at all.
It's mostly my childhood. If you honestly you look at my
things done. Okay, well,
just terrible.
Now they're all in a great mood.
Sometimes you make flowers for Algernon. Shit happens. All right. I'm about to die.
Are you?
I'm about to, because you saw me the last time this happened. It was terrible, dude. I almost puked. It was it wasn't fun at all.
Very enjoyable.
This sucks. So real quick, show the tequila that I'm gonna be doing throughout the show for shots.
Is that Hagar shit?
Sammy Hagar's Cabo Wabo.
Is that real tequila?
It's tequila blanco. I don't know what that means. But
it's not like Cuervo, is it? Cuervo's not real tequila.
I don't know. I don't drink tequila, dude.
Neither do I. I'm pretending like I do. I read the internets, and that's what it told me.
Did you?
I did. I read some, not the whole internets, but portions of the internets.
Ugh.
All right, are you gonna do this or what?
I am, and then also let's show this, which is a lobster shot glass from Friends. Yeah, it's a Friends thing. I don't know.
What
my friend is
the television show.
The
one with the Tequilaquences.
Yeah,
okay. That's okay. I don't know it either. I don't know enough of Friends, nor do I care to.
Yes, we know, D-Rest. The Blanco means white, but it's actually the fun part is when I went to broadcasting school, I made a taco restaurant commercial.
Anyone who watches this show does not believe you went to broadcasting school.
I did.
You did not pass.
I didn't.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's definitely. Hold on, my buddy's messaging me. I'm about to do the shot, fucko. Let's get you in here so you're part of the algorithm. So it's gonna be a thing.
Well, are you still waiting on him? Because here we go. I got a story. This is my quick story. Today, I'm driving past a house on my way to get pizza, and there was actually an article in the paper about this house recently because they have multiple Confederate flags in their yard, and also they have signs with some not great language on it with their beliefs on it. There's a lot of words on it. I didn't know what it said. I couldn't read it when I drove by. What I did say is I saw multiple signs there. I didn't see what it even really said, but I saw multiple Confederate flags. Then other signs that says we do haircuts. Haircuts $12. $12. So it's Confederate flags and then haircuts $12. And my thought was, wow, $12 seems like a lot of money for a buzz cut.
Or just a straight up skull.
Yeah, just yeah. We do one haircut here. What? The Lord's haircut, and it's just a straight buzzer. Yeah, so a lot of people have been complaining about that family, and the funniest thing is not that they're apparently attempting to run a business out of that house as well, which is hilarious to me.
That's funny.
Haircuts. I'm like, do they only do skinhead haircuts? Like, what do they do?
The only hair dye that they do is bleach blonde.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, skinhead or boy band. That's all they get. One of the other.
And then their Nazi tattoos are on their chest, and they see someone they don't like, and this means not welcome.
Sure.
Nobody's seen American History X 85 times like
I have. Well, not 85, maybe twice. But you know what? It's probably, if they're not those kind of racists. Probably the kind that like swear they're not racist, although they fly Confederate flags in their yard, and it does nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that, really. Okay.
It's just our culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's our heritage. Is it? Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some Mexican stuff while talking about white supremacists.
What?
Mexican stuff, tequila.
Yeah. But you just said that was Sammy Hagar is the whitest person alive. He's up there.
He's trashy. He's not white.
Actually, you know, he might not have been. He wasn't even the whitest lead singer of Van Halen. So that's
no.
Good
Diamond Dave couldn't get a tan to save his life.
Yeah, he's a trashy man.
It's now. Hey, it's about to happen. I will do a shot for you
right now. I got you.
Oh God. Oh no.
Here it comes. First shot of 3. Suffering Tequilaquences.
You know, a long time ago, there was a man named Abe Lincoln.
Do the shot.
Oh, I'm having like a panic attack after that first like throw up moment. After my one and only shot, I'm now like freaking out.
I'm excited. I don't know about you. I'm excited.
Oh man, this one's for my therapist.
Does it make you feel all warm inside, Ray?
Oh man, it's making my bee sting feel better.
Nah.
Oh fuck! Damn it! Hold on, cutter. And ironically, this has tequila in it, so that's yeah.
Where's the less strong tequila?
Yeah, where's the single shot? And this I love this because it's got my name on it.
Oh, look at you!
I didn't even pay for it; it was a gift.
Oh, look at you!
Because a friend of the person I'm staying with right now, or at their house, they were buying like this kind of style mug for like a friend, and they got into the line at the thrift store that they found this at, and then they realized that it had Ray on there, so the girl bought it and was like, "Yeah, just give it to Ray." Like it's got his name on it, so and it's a bottomless one too, which is cool.
Do you wonder, like that was at a thrift store? Do you wonder what happened to the original owner of that? Maybe they died of alcoholism,
probably
from drinking from that cup. That's the cup that killed Ray.
I'm glad to take that curse and go on with my life.
We don't know this is actually taking the lives of like 18 Rays over the time. And somehow, some way, like at one point, actually, that was before we went to the thrift shop. That was buried in a desert somewhere.
Probably
someone just found it on like a routine digging. What do you call that? Archaeological dig, right?
Yeah, archaeological.
Yeah, that just popped up, right? And then somehow found its way to that thrift store somehow, some way, and then into your hands. So yeah, it's like Jumanji. It's always like come back.
Its final resting place will be in a crate, like in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah. Maybe.
The library. Come on, Tim.
No, you're talking about.
That's a genius reference, right?
No, I was thinking about what I was gonna say. And what I was gonna say is that we're gonna bury it with you.
Yes,
and we're gonna witness you being buried with it, and then like 3 months later, I'm gonna see it like in that thrift store.
It'll be on like your entertainment center in your living room. Like, how the hell? What?
There's no Rays here.
You rub it in my soul, like I pop out as a ghost.
No, it shows up, and for whatever reason, my name's in it now. Like, what happened? What?
Yeah, this one didn't have Ray on it. This was Jeff when that was first made.
Maybe they just change names every time. Maybe I'm next. I don't know.
Oh man,
maybe it's Willie Windmill.
Willie Windmill. You spin me right round, baby, right. I just wanted to do that for Tim, to pop Tim there. Oh man. Oh.
Good.
Oh yeah, it's it's just sitting like right here. And then also the orange juice is like the acid and the orange juice is like getting in there and shit. It's a good time, man.
Rip your throat apart, man. Well, that's what you get for losing, right? You shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, I shouldn't have trusted Casey Jones. I shouldn't have trusted that son of a bitch.
You couldn't. The thing is, you could have put a bet. You could have put Derek Lewis back. You put Ed Herman back, and that really didn't help you. I think he said.
Yeah, I'd probably, if I wouldn't have put Ed Herman, I would have been looking at least 7. Or no, did he go out?
No, he lost.
No, he lost by decision. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's like when last time when I put back Ryan Hall for Jimmy Rivera. Ryan Hall got finished in the first round too, so it didn't really matter.
Oh man, dude. Oh, something I want to talk about, and I know Tim. Yeah, I would say it's very good. You'll be sort of out of the conversation for most of it, but I did want to talk about this.
You talk about wrestling. I'm quitting the show.
Well, somebody died.
Okay.
That's near and dear to my heart as a professional wrestling fan. And I got the opportunity to meet him and his tag team partners and his manager, who's Jim Cornette. Anybody knows me. I love Jim Cornette to death. He's one of my favorite personalities podcast wise out there. But I can say this now, the late great Bobby Eaton, one of the members of the Midnight Express, which was a legendary tag team in the 80s, and he had a really good run in the 90s. He passed away, I believe Wednesday is when he passed away of last week. And it hit me hard, dude. Like a lot of Macho Man Randy Savage hit me hard because that came out of fucking left field after his car accident in Florida. But let me see who else. There's really hasn't been that many wrestlers that like Owen Hart. I watched the pay-per-view when he died, like live as it was happening, and I was like 9. That's a horrible thing for like parents. I feel so bad for my parents.
Fake.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like my dad. I remember my dad.
Everybody probably thought it was a stunt.
Yeah.
Man. How long until you're like, oh, for real? Like,
yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it probably would have taken me a couple years, man. I mean, like,
oh yeah,
he's gone for real. Like at his funeral.
If it wasn't for
at his like a public funeral, he comes out and hits somebody in the chair, whatever. No, it's for real.
I was about to say, if Jim Ross didn't come on right before the match that was after that they just went right to, and was like, Owen Hart has died. And you could tell JR was like, I can't believe that I just witnessed this bullshit and what the fuck. It was a messed up time. But getting back to Bobby Eaton, because I want to show respect. Bobby Eaton, along with Dennis Condrey and Jim Cornette, and then the Road Warriors, was my first professional wrestling memory that I ever had. My dad was a fan in the 80s, 90s, 2000s kind of fell off because he just was like, plus he was like pushing, mid 50s. So he was kind of like, wrestling. But my first memory of professional wrestling was the Midnight Express versus the Road Warriors in Atlanta at the Omni in a scaffold match. Where the object was to throw your opponent off the top of the scaffold that was like, I think 15 feet over the ring. So it was a fireman's scaffold, the whole thing. They brought powder up on the fucking shit and started throwing it in the Road Warriors' face. Looking back on it, you're like, oh, fuck, they got paid a lot of money for some dangerous shit right there. But what were you going to?
No, one of the Road Warriors just died too, right? Not too long ago.
Yeah, Animal. He was the
Laurinaitis guy.
Yeah, Joe Laurinaitis. Yeah, and that was
for Ohio State. I remember him.
Yeah, what's his kid? What was his kid's name?
Oh man, if you would have asked me before you said Joe, I probably would have got it. I think James
Laurinaitis. That's it. Which I was an OSU fan for the time that he was in the thing, because I'm like, it's Road Warrior Animal's kid.
He does a lot of TV now.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that. I've seen him on some like pre and post game
Yeah,
shit
I think
too.
he works for the Big Ten Network actually. So.
Nice. But no, yeah, and I actually the reason I wanted to really bring this up is I actually got to meet my childhood idols in West Virginia. I got to actually shake Bob Eaton's hand.
Where else would you meet your childhood heroes but West Virginia?
It was Madison, West Virginia at the Madison Civic Center, which used to like hold 2,000, 3,000 people to watch pro wrestling on like a semi-monthly basis. I think like two times a month it would be in Madison, West Virginia. And I actually got to meet those guys, and Bobby Eaton was there, and I get choked up thinking about it because I'm like, holy fuck, this was like a moment in my life that I'm so happy I got to experience because of the fact that, like, if it wasn't for a VHS tape that my dad put into a VCR because he was bored at home and I was home with him, it would have been just I would have been probably a normal kid. But if it I would have been in the it's not real to me, damn it, instead of it's still real to me.
You're probably not the only person that says I would have been a normal kid if I didn't see that VHS tape that my father put on when he was bored.
Very true. Very true. The fishnets on that guy was fantastic. He was so flexible. And the black dick going in there, it was weird.
Is that? Do you have more?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, but yeah, to meet him and like remember that moment of watching him and Dennis Condrey get pushed off by the Road Warriors. And just take these tremendous bumps on what I would assume at the time was probably a hard ass ring to begin with. It sucks because we've lost a lot of legends in the last about 15 years who really were good at making people believe and keeping to kayfabe instead of saying like, oh, it's my character, I'm an actor. No, this was their fucking job. And they kept it as a secret society for a reason. And Bobby Eaton was one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And it's one of those where you're like, oh fuck, my childhood. I'm slowly getting old. My heroes are dying. This is not good. Oh, it's a sad thing.
That sucks.
Yeah.
However, I had something sort of similar happen to me. Not quite this week, of one of my childhood heroes. He didn't die, but it may have been worse as far as how I feel. Because listen, growing up as a Cleveland Indians fan, I loved Omar Vizquel. He was my favorite player. I loved that guy to death. I loved him until maybe yesterday.
Ooh, when I saw that story, I was like,
getting sued by a former bat boy he allegedly molested.
Yeah.
So, geesh. Apparently, he took advantage of this autistic bat boy. Apparently, it's a bummer. I mean, last fall they said there was allegations of him hitting his wife or something, and now
Dave Zilla's in the room. By the way,
what up? Yeah, we're just talking about my childhood hero molesting boys.
Yeah, and then
I didn't meet him.
Casey's here.
I did get his autograph, but we did already.
We will, yes, and we'll talk more about it. We're doing Tequilaquences right now, and since we've got more people in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my second shot. I've already done one, and yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Who is what? It's Omar Vizquel, by the way. Uncle Dave Zilla is like, who is it? Damn it!
Oh, sorry, he just popped it. No, did I not say it?
No,
I said Omar. I didn't. Okay. Anyway,
I don't remember you.
Omar Vizquel. Yeah, it was my for sure. He was my favorite player. For sure.
Yeah, now he's just a piece 100%. Of shit.
And now, yeah, he was managing some minor league teams, and apparently he molested a bat boy in Birmingham, Alabama, which is, I guess, where you do. Maybe he just thought it was okay in Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know. But no, in all reality, it really sucks because it's someone that I looked up to. I love that guy. Now all of a sudden he's alleged child molester, and that's a problem.
Is
Okay.
it? It is. It is, dude. Like when I read
Yeah.
that, when I saw the headline of that whole thing, I was like, immediately, I sent it over to Tim because I'm like, he needs to fucking see this. Holy shit, dude. To do the things that he's accused of, and we say accused until he's found guilty. Obviously,
That's the how it works in the world now, man. You got to prove your innocence, man, to the
well,
internet.
yeah, but I believe in also like I'm not giving him any leeway. Sounds more Dave Zilla, I love you. Sounds up more Conseco's alley. Yes, very much so. And then Casey, we're doing good. We're just doing Tequilaquences. I'm about to do my
Is
second
Mike in the
shot.
waiting room?
Mike is not in the waiting room right now. I do not
right.
see him on my screen.
You click the thing, and then it will bring you up to a thing where you see your face, and then hit enter studio. It should be
just enter the studio when you see the enter studio button, Mike.
Yeah, if you have headphones, put those in because that's good.
Yes,
that's useful. I forgot. To
way
tell you
more,
that.
way easier.
And not earbuds. I have to have a wire because earbuds don't work for some reason on StreamYard.
That's weird.
They have it in the past when we've tried that. So
yeah. So all right, boys and girls,
just call me. So
before cousin Mike gets in, I'm gonna take my one more shot. If you're willing to buy your own tequila, Uncle Dave Zilla, we will have you for Tequilaquences. As many people as we want, as many people as we can for this game, because honestly, I want to have times where I don't get fucking 3-shot nights.
You know what? You're still gonna get 2 fighters every time, so it doesn't matter how many people are playing.
Yeah, it is true. All right, let's get this over with. I'm gonna give him some time, because I've lost. I'm having my last shot with him. All right, I like it. That's your cousin saying that.
We did plan on that because we
yeah.
I told Ray to save one for you. So
yeah, we'll do that. But here's my next one. This is number 2. First one wasn't bad. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1.
Puke.
Wow.
Listen, I'm afraid of this becoming too easy. All right, so fake it. Yeah.
No, that was not fake at all.
No,
that was.
Okay.
I held it in my mouth because it was just like, yeah, it was bad. I'm not even. I'm not Bobby Kelly on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah. When I did 4, I hated every single one of them. So
chase it with more tequila. Yeah. Oh yeah. The orange juice makes it better. Jesus, tap dancing Christ, Tim.
Whose idea is this?
But I also wanted to talk to you, and some does. Like whiskey is a good one. I like whiskey.
Anyway, I think it does. Some of them.
Yeah, tequila is just garbage. Like it's terrible.
That's why it's just a rough one. That's why we picked this one. You know,
tequila is the domain of the White House mom who wants to think she's always on vacation.
If we start getting too used to this, we're gonna have to start getting like the cheapest bottom barrel tequila.
Straight rot good.
Oh, what's that one that starts with an M?
Mescaline? So I'm down to do some mescaline, motherfucker.
Mexican mescaline.
It's like Mexican Coke, but way more like psychedelic.
Mescaline quences.
Hey man,
Quaalude is gonna be
Quaalude quences. We have a Wolf of Wall Street episode where we take an expired one.
I mean, it would only if we found any, it would only be expired ones.
That's one of my favorite scenes in that whole fucking movie. Is he was like, "Oh no, I realized that it was expired, and it was a delayed reaction." Woo! Oh my god! Oh fuck, tequila. This is.
Point, man.
Ooh.
That's the point. Like I said before, I was gonna take a shot in solidarity, but then I would be disrespecting the wheel. Right?
Yes.
The wheel said I get a day out this time, right? So I don't want that. I mean, next time I can get 12 shots from the wheel and die on the show.
Yeah, somebody would have to call 911. I have a show to run, so it would have to be one of our listeners. Honestly,
Yeah,
if you go,
would you trust any of these people gone out with anything, let alone something that has to do with your life?
Yes, I trust Casey Jones and his murder hornet avoiding ways to be okay.
He'll send you a nice Mormon doctor.
Yeah. Read these tablets and call me in the morning. Oh no, why my fucking microphone stand is like moving everywhere. I'm on a desk that's not mine. So this is definitely
I'm on a TV tray. You know this.
I know. I was trying to find one because there's a couch behind me and I was going to do what?
I didn't even think I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'm currently using 4 TV trays.
That's awesome.
There's the 2 you see right here. One on my left, one on my right. There's one in front of me that holds my laptop, and there's one behind that has my light on it. So yeah, my studio is 4 TV trays.
Yeah,
and you know what? It's great because I can move them. It's easy. They're really easy.
See, that's why I like if we ever do we're get a studio if we do get a studio, or my ultimate plan comes, which is to get you out of New Philadelphia and move in with me, and we build a studio in the basement. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be kind of sexy. Not gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure we would get super sick of each other, and it'll get to the point that we only talk to each other about podcast business.
Hey, Opie and Anthony did it for 7 years after they came back on the air.
Did they live with each other though?
What?
Did they live with each other?
And in Boston or Massachusetts, they did. They actually lived at Anthony's mother-in-law.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Huh. I know way too much. Like
that's all right. You listen, so it makes sense. You just remember it. All right. Yeah, maybe we just need more listeners, man. Tell y'all friends. Friends. I don't know. I don't know what the selling point is for us. Like, hey, listen to this show. Why? Or is it particular funny? It's like, yeah, it's all right. Is it interesting in MMA talk? Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when they remember to talk about it. So I don't know. It makes you feel better about yourself, maybe. We'll take that.
Casey, you're not talking about the cake, are you? From Opie and Anthony when Opie stomped on a homeless man's cake. That was definitely.
Why would you do that?
Because Opie's a piece of shit. I'm just gonna fucking say it.
Well, that sounds like it, man.
Like Anthony, for all of his faults, has morals. Opie has dick. I'm gonna say that because as a fan, I've listened for pretty much my entire adult life and also my childhood. They were my heroes. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have gotten into stand-up comedy. It's the truth.
Neither of them are stand-up comics.
No, but they did have that comedy tour, which was fucking awesome.
What aren't they gonna? They're gonna be around soon, right? Or here?
That's Compound Media.
Yeah, Kumia.
Yeah. I'm going probably either the 19th or the 20th. I'm just gonna throw money at Pete and be like, I'm here to meet Anthony. Here's $45 or $50. Take it. I don't give a shit, Pete. I'm here to get a ticket signed.
I kind of want to see the circus that's going to be because I mean,
sure
it's going to be fun. It's just going to be fun. And when that happens, usually I'm just bummed I'm not on the show. That's usually what happens.
Oh, no, he's talking about the pizza crust that's in your basement.
Oh no, that's gone.
It's gone.
You know what? The beer cans are still here.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not getting up to show you, but they are here. They're on the other side of this chair. Well, see, this chair, we moved it. It was on another, but we moved that. That's where Ray was sitting. I haven't moved it since, and I'm not going to because it doesn't need to be moved. It's fine where it is. But I like my little setup, man. The only thing is, like, just because this wall's white, it looks like I'm definitely in a basement. It would look, if I painted it like another color, maybe a nice blue or something, it would look like I had like a nice studio. I think I could fool people. Well,
Yeah.
well, I'm telling you right now, I'm in a basement, but I got permission to get. You have to get a special paint. So I got permission. I just haven't thought about it, and then I'll have to do a couple shows, somewhere else, sitting somewhere else because I have to dry and whatnot. But it's like a
Yeah, the fumes will be fine for you.
Also, man, dude, I really do want a neon sign.
Yeah,
but I think I'd have to buy like 3 or something. I don't know because 3 I don't know. But I would like a blue background and then like a color that works with the blue, maybe a light blue or something. I don't know.
He's also saying that that we wouldn't be able to live with each other because of the pizza crust.
Yeah. No, 100%.
See,
Brandon, what is this? It'd be like me with a dog. Like, hey, what is this? And Ray would be like, what?
I mean, I did the dishes when I lived in Denver. So a couple of times, but I didn't do it more because of my just crippling depression out there.
No, we would need, and our buddy Dwayne Duke, because he's always talking about moving somewhere, and I said that I was thinking as well at one point, and he's like, if we live together, we have to put money together for a maid once a week. He's like, because I'm not great at picking up after myself, and I'm sure you're not really great at it either. You're right. That's probably good. I mean, yeah, that's another expense we have to put in, but it'd probably be worth it.
See, if I had my own place, I know I would want to keep it fucking spotless because of the fact, 1, I'm paying for it, and 2, in what I work in, I would rather have a clean home and do that as like, keep the house clean so no pests, motherfucker.
It would be my room that would be the mess. My room would be the mess.
And I'd be yelling at you, going, Tim,
just don't look in there. Just don't look in there. You don't need to look in there. We need to look in there for.
Do I have to wake you up to do the podcast?
Sure. You just knock on the door. Just knock on the door.
You have police tape in front of your door.
Yes.
Danko number 2.
Code.
Your cousin is in. We're waiting on him. There we are. And here's cousin Danko. Hey, buddy.
Hey, am I coming in loud and clear?
Yeah,
you are. Perfect.
How about it? This is exciting.
Is it? Yeah, man. We probably have at least 6 or 7 people watching. Maybe. Don't tell me, Ray. I don't want to know. Probably less. It's
about we have digits of people
it
listening.
Went down one because now I'm on. So
yeah. Anyway, get off so you can watch us.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we spun the wheel for you, and Casey had to do this to you. He gave you Bobby Green. However, did you watch the fight?
I did not. Unfortunately, couldn't make it.
It's sorry, Bobby. It was a great fight. Bobby Green fought fantastic.
Yeah,
but he still lost. He lost a decision, and then Song Yadong was your other guy, and he won. So you only have to do 1 shot of tequila, man. So you got your tequila?
I do.
What'd you get? Yeah, you went with that's what I went with too. It's
well,
okay.
I mean, how can you go wrong? Right. I figured live a little if you're doing tequila, right?
Fuck yeah.
Right. Well, I wasn't gonna get bottom barreled I don't like it to begin with, so I'm not gonna get really shitty tequila.
I wasn't sure if it tasted better frozen or not, so I don't think it tastes good anyway.
No. He froze his booze. Good man. Good man. Nice.
Well, I keep my bourbon in the freezer. What kind of shot glass you got there?
A Mac Miller.
Okay.
Nice.
Ray, gonna do your? Ray's got one left.
Yeah, I want to do it with Mike because honestly, he was kind enough to do it and threw his name into the bucket, which was awesome.
Insane enough to do it. What?
Fuck yeah!
There isn't another pay-per-view for another 6 weeks, Mike. So I thought, I told Ray we should do Tequilaquences for the Little League World Series. You in?
Oh Lord. Oh. Is Casey Jones picking?
No, it's just gonna be you spin, you get a team, and yeah.
The old Oracle of Utah there.
The Oracle of Utah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he picked Ray's fighter. Picked Derek Lewis for Ray.
Yeah, Ray, you took it easy on me, you know.
Yeah, not bad. Man, yeah, Ray worse. Yeah.
In case he's laughing. So at least we know that everybody's having a good time, man. And what did you think? Like, when it came, were you nervous about like finding out who from Tim you were gonna get and everything, or?
Oh, obviously, yeah. I mean, I figured you guys would give me bottom of the barrel, but in the end, look at the results, right? You can't argue with results.
Agreed.
Although I would have liked to have maybe done 3 or 4 and gotten really shitty with you guys. That would have been kind of fun.
Listen, man, we're gonna do this every pay-per-view. So, like, listen, I got off easy this time. I'm sure next time I'll have to do like 8. So,
yeah,
I had to do 4. So,
yeah, right.
All right, buddy. Are you ready?
One just you an intro to the game. Don't take it for granted because the next time you might get crushed.
Yeah. I kind of expected to. This I can do this.
All right, you ready, Ray?
All right, yeah, I am absolutely ready. All right, buddy. Digital cheers
to 100 shows, guys. Congratulations.
To 100 shows.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Let's do it. Oh God.
I just want to say that it's no better cold.
I love and hate this game at the same time. It's I actually look forward to. I don't want to do the shots, but I just look. See, because it's just awful. That's why we pick tequila, because no one fucking likes tequila, man. Not straight like that.
If anybody can do that with a straight face,
dude. That third one, that first shot was fine. Like that first shot I took, and then the third one was like, I can't.
Oh, you should be all fired up now, huh?
Oh, possibly. I don't.
You ready to? Yeah.
Oh,
you're
man.
ready to go.
Thank God I bought extra Gatorades for when I was here. I can rehydrate before I go to bed. Oh.
Backup Gatorades for Tequilaquences.
Fuck yeah, man. It's so bad. I got to be up at 6. This is going to be fun.
That's the best part about it.
Mr. Jones.
Oh,
there he goes.
Yeah. Jesus.
Boom. Look at that. Take him for the team.
Yeah, baby. I like it.
There we go. Yeah.
King Mike Danko right there.
Oh. Okay, now I'm done.
Yeah, why do we do these things to ourselves? Yeah, I know. I was pretty happy I get good spins, but because I did, like I said, I guarantee I get crushed next time. I'm gonna get what's her name? Lauren Murphy.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was just. And as I'm pouring another shot into the cup with orange juice, oh my God. Oh,
I'm drinking bourbon because that's what I always drink.
I'm gonna bow out and let you guys do your thing.
All right, buddy. Thank you for
Thanks
playing along.
this, man. Hey, did you get on you get on YouTube yet? You get a YouTube account so you can be in the chat?
I think I should.
Yeah, it's really easy. It takes like 2 seconds, and you don't have to. Yeah, it's really easy.
I'll get over there. I'll probably get crushed by those pros over there, but
that's all right.
We love our trolls. They're the best people for us. And they found us via the website or the website, the MMA Holes. Shout out to them, the MMAholes.com, for having us and giving us an audience, even as army or as guerrilla army like. It starts small. We'll gain more, hopefully. Mike Danko has gone. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Look at that. He even did a bonus.
I know.
That's that. Yeah. It's
showing me up. That bastard.
It's I love this game. I tell you that. I hate it at the same time. I love and hate. I'm happy I don't have to do any of this stuff, but
it's fun.
It is.
I find myself getting more into the fights now because I have something on the line.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
So,
yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons I thought we should do it more often, because some of those cards I get kind of. But
I like my liver, though.
You don't want to get to the point that we're doing like 8 shots every week.
No,
or
yeah,
whatever. It's gonna get nuts.
uh,
However, I think the Little League World Series thing is funny because
It's
just
great.
the kind of degenerates that would put a drinking game on Little League baseball. So I think it starts. I looked it up. We can do the. I'll make a wheel for next Tuesday, and then we'll do
Yeah.
the Little League World Series.
I'm down.
I'll figure out rules and stuff.
I'll take Utica, New York. I'm fine with that.
I know each region has an A and a B team, 2 teams from each region now because they're doing it because it's all American this year, obviously. Anyway, but we'll do that. And
The
you
B
only
team is in Brooklyn.
sure maybe you only win if you only don't drink if one of your teams wins the whole thing. So hey, one of them's going to win the whole thing. I don't know who the favorite is. And you're not going to put any back because it's not like we know anything about this Little League baseball teams.
No, I know nothing. I haven't watched a Little League World Series game since I was probably 16.
I enjoy it. I've told you multiple times. I love it.
Yeah, because you're the guy who goes
listen,
to high school football games.
I don't like it the way Omar Vizquel probably likes it, but I like it for other reasons.
That's it. And yeah, we can get back to that because I also want to talk about something that happened in Colorado as well when it comes to baseball. And then also I have a bro look at this in with Dan Mergliotta as well.
Dude,
it's from the PFL.
Last night, Bradley Zimmer of the Cleveland Indians. We talked about it recently, like how far people have hit home runs in that ballpark. He hit one over the bushes in center into Heritage Park. It was 474 feet.
Yeah, that's one of the longest home runs ever hit there.
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, it probably wasn't longer than
top 5
hit the scoreboard, but
yeah.
I mean, he hit it over the pine trees into Heritage Park, which we know that park at all.
Yeah.
That's a shot. I know you do, but it's a shot. Yeah, and recently Franmil Reyes hit it on like the catwalk.
On the catwalk?
On the catwalk.
On that catwalk, yeah.
he hit his little ball on the catwalk. But actually, we just talked about how I don't think anyone's ever hit it out of the stadium, but he hit it on top of that walkway that connects the stadium and the garage. That hit it and then it bounced out of it. I mean, I don't think it was 474, but it's pretty darn fast. Anyway, crazy stuff. Baseball's great.
But yeah, like the Omar Vizquel thing is kind of disheartening because you're like
so much. Because like I said, dude, I have Omar Vizquel. I have at least one Omar Vizquel autograph upstairs. Like he was my man. I loved him to death. He was so fun. He was such a great defensive player. I think he was gonna until this happened. I think he was gonna make the Hall of Fame. He was getting pretty close. He was getting pretty close. Like he was trending upward to the point that like he would probably get it in before he was not eligible anymore. But not anymore. Right? Even if it's not true, he's not getting in.
No, at all.
This is what I want. My ultimate goal for this show. This makes 0 sense because we're technically an MMA show. We're a sports show. But yeah, I want to listen. The John Boy guys have to get it first, but I want to vote for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to start giving those podcasters. The John Boy people are probably going to get one soon if they haven't already. But I would take it. I would take that more seriously than anything in my life. I would. I go.
You'd post your ballot on Instagram.
No. I would go through everybody and I would watch film and shit. It would be awesome. That's what
I would just pick names I know.
Well, you know what? That's the thing. There's people that definitely do that, man.
Yeah.
Like there's like Dan Lebitard had a vote for a while and he like sold his to somebody. I think he sold it to I want to say it was the
Wait, you can fucking sell these things?
No, you can't. That's why he doesn't have one anymore.
Oh,
he did it as a joke, as a bit. So
that's
why he doesn't have one anymore.
Fuck you, MLB sports writers. How dare you for fucking not having a sense of baseball? And I need to say this, and I think I've said this on this sport, or I don't even know what I'm saying. Those 30 tequila shots are hitting me finally.
Dude, I was crushed when I did mine.
This is gonna be one for the ages. But baseball, for being such a fun game to watch and a fun game to play, the people that take this serious, the purists are as bad or worse than MMA Twitter or even fucking pro wrestling Twitter. Like you guys who are really super into this.
They're not on Twitter, number one. That's one reason. The real viewers don't
Facebook,
own
whatever.
Yeah. They have they have like what do they call the doodle bug, or what do they call those old the phones you get for old people? That's the kind of phones they have because they're mostly old people.
I don't get it, man. Like
baseball is having a really hard time getting young fans in, and it makes sense. I understand why, but as my Cleveland Indians are now up 3-1 against the Oakland Athletics in the bottom of the second inning,
my Pirates are losing to the St. Louis Cardinals.
Eventually, they're going to have to change something, and it's going to have to be drastic. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to have to be some sort of arena football version of baseball. I just hope it doesn't change.
Banana ball, bro.
At its core. Banana ball seems really fun, and I would absolutely watch a banana ball game if it was closer.
Yes.
Last week I went to another Rubber Ducks game. That's the AA affiliate of the Indians.
Yeah.
I took my niece, who's 8, just turned 8, and it's fun. And they lost. It was a great game. I showed you put you a picture of one of the guys that they got for your Pirates fan. One of the guys they got for Adam Frazier. He killed us, man. He went like 3 for 5.
Ooh,
he best bet third in the lineup, so he was a good get for them. I'm
good.
And the guy who pitched for the Indians, the guy they just got in a trade to. Anyway, this started going back to those games. Those games are so fun. I mean, they're not crowded. You know, even on the weekends, they're not very crowded. They only see 7,000 people. It's a nice little stadium. They had some good food there. I had a street corn, which was awesome. Listen, I had this cup. I can get free refills and drinks when I don't drink alcohol, which is when I take my niece because I'm a good person.
Yes.
Just drink like 18 Diet Cokes. Go full on John Daly.
Well, my favorite golfer.
Who is it, man? John Daly. Man.
My fucking
every sport needs a John Daly.
Yes. Agreed. And that's why I love Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is the John Daly of MMA.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I was just, I think Roy Nelson is closer to the John Daly event.
You're talking physically. Okay. I'm talking personality wise.
Well, that too. I mean, just the don't give a fuckness and still be good. But the thing is, Conor's in great shape and he works hard. And I mean, Roy Nelson was always like, "Hey, this is my big gut. This is how I fight. Fuck you. This is how I do things. I make my own fights. I do this. I do my own shit. I train with myself by myself in my garage or whatever he did. He's like, do my own shit." I don't know. Every sport needs a John Daly. Maybe a little bit of Conor, a little bit of Roy Nelson. You ever see that? It was actually a really funny sketch SNL did.
No, I haven't watched the SNL fully in years.
It's been a while. It was Kenan
I think
Thompson
the last one I watched
Charles Barkley, who hosted a game show that was like it's supposed to teach athletes like whether and how they should spend their money. It's like something like should you buy this or not buy this or whatever. I'm explaining it terribly.
Sure, you buy this.
But Keaton played Charles Barkley, and then the 3 contestants, I forget who. Somebody played Conor McGregor, somebody played John Daly, and John Cena was the host. He played Rob Gronkowski. Gronk.
That's funny,
and it's actually pretty hilarious. It's actually a really good sketch. I'll send it to you. It's good.
Because
it's making fun of that. He's like, what's the Bobby Monahan played John Daly, when she killed it. He was great.
I don't remember. I had something to talk about, and I don't remember what it was.
Baseball in Colorado.
Yeah. Did you see the video? And I didn't set it up. I wish I would have. Of the controversy in Denver at Coors Field that happened over, I believe it was the weekend. Yeah, it was like Saturday.
I don't think I did.
There was this gentleman who was, and I'm gonna say what race he was, a white man, like Colorado already is. Colorado, if you've never been there, super white. I mean, it's all like Denver itself is very opaque. It's just crawling with white people. And then like the outlining suburbs are usually urban, with a lot of Black and Latino people. I refuse to say Latinx. Go fuck yourself on that. But I'll say Hispanic before I say Latinx. But you have not heard that?
No, I mean, it makes sense. Of course, I mean, that makes sense. No, I thought this Latino was good. No, it's not. Or Hispanic.
Now it's Latinx. I shit you not. Google it.
It's not. No, I believe you. It sounds like a Nacho Libre wrestling organization.
Yes.
Latinx. Yeah.
from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 250 pounds. Latin X.
That's awesome.
He is the NWA middleweight champion of the world, Latin X. Sorry, I went full on boxing announcer there.
That's fine.
But
right, so what happened?
So the Colorado Rockies were facing. Fuck, I can't remember who it was off the top
Their
of
own
my.
demise.
Well, no, cause they've been doing that for years since Todd Helton left. It's been all downhill, really. Have they made the playoffs at all?
I think so. I mean, they had Arenado and Story. They still have Story, I think.
But and I need to give this little caveat before I continue with the story. The mascot for the Colorado Rockies, his name is Dinger. He is a Triceratops because there's what?
Said why not?
Well, no, because they actually do have like archaeology sites around Denver that they've found like Triceratopses and a bunch of other shit, which is fascinating. I wish I would have been able to go to those when I was out there.
I have pictures of my niece with the mascots from the Rubber Ducks. They're adorable. That's
awesome.
Cute. They're so cute. She loves the mascots.
I forget the gentleman who was at bat, but he was a black gentleman, and all of a sudden during the I think it was the 7th or 8th inning, you just hear Dinger being yelled out.
Okay.
People online thought he was saying
something else.
Yes. If we were behind a paywall, I would be comfortable saying it.
Oh, geez, don't ever be comfortable saying it if I'm on the show.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I would say it behind a paywall because it's our fans, and I wouldn't be like I wouldn't be saying it like negatively. I would just be in the context of the conversation itself.
Well, either way, we know what you're saying, so you don't.
Yes, and the Colorado Rockies performed an investigation. Timothy.
Now that you say that, I did see an article that said they're performing an investigation, but I didn't read it. So
yeah, it was because the guy was yelling Dinger, which you can obviously hear him saying the D in the thing. Like I've been listening to a lot of I listen to Ben Shapiro a lot, and he had the thing on today, and he played it like 3 or 4 times, and you could hear the D in the whole thing, not a letter down the alphabet. You know, you couldn't hear that word. You heard Dinger.
You know what word you're talking about, but yes.
It bothered me though that people got so worked up over this.
It's weird. Yeah, there are people that just get off on outrage. It's weird, but that's weird. And I do now. That's the thing. I feel bad for the guy now because now people are thinking that he's just a racist and he was just a drunk.
Well, it's Colorado, and they did spell it with a K back in the 1920s. So it is. It's a true thing. I'll send you the documentary on it. It's pretty interesting.
I believe you. Wasn't there, man? What was the name of the really racist name of a town? They didn't change. They changed this very recently.
Oh, I did pest control out there. Oh God, I can't. He does have. John 209 checking in, by the way. Hey, buddy, you missed the shots. You're gonna have to watch that in the replay. But yeah, Ben does have a very annoying voice sometimes.
I'm just not a big fan. Listen, even when I agree with him on things, which happens sometimes, I just can't handle his argument. It's just all really annoying. Even when I agree, it's like I'm
not even gonna post that comment that John 209 just posted. Read it.
Well, let me read it. No, that's a country in Africa.
It is.
You know what? Dude, I remember elementary school. We had a map of the world or something, and a kid in my class went up to teacher. He's like, hey, he's like, how do you say this? You did that.
My
And you're
dad
just like-
says it a
you're
lot.
just- yeah, basically, 'cause he's heard that word before somewhere, right? And he's like, "Is that how you say that?" Because the teacher's like, "No, that's not how it's pronounced. It's pronounced Niger."
I'll tell you something off air that my dad used to call a golfer. Oh, it was bad, but no, yeah, man. Like I hate the fact that like baseball is now falling under that, where it's like you can't even say the mascot's name without somebody hearing what they want to hear. And I honestly think that a lot of people do hear what they want to hear. They never really like listen.
I feel bad for that guy. That would suck, man.
Yeah.
Like people are just all of a sudden calling you a racist and stuff. And I'm sure the guy isn't.
No.
So I mean, geez, that would hurt me. That really would. If someone thought I was doing that, because people that knew me would be like, no, he would no. Come on, man. That wasn't. At least I hope so. But then, it's just in the internet, it's like, oh, he was doing, yeah, whatever. At least there's people on his side. Anyway, so listen, we never talked about the guy who threw that ball at the player in Boston.
What happened?
He had a baseball and he chucked it at an outfielder.
What?
I forget where they were.
Did
they were in Boston? They were in New York.
Said outfielder climb into the fucking crowd Hanson Brothers style and beat the fuck out of him?
No, but he turned around right away and he said that this just happened. Look at so they got the guy that took him out and they banned him for life. So
good.
Yeah.
It's shit like that I never understood. Like even as a young kid.
I mean, shit like that used to happen all the time back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, those people that were involved in the 10-cent beer riot, none of them got banned.
No.
They're back the next day.
But like I don't know if you've did you go to a lot of like sporting events and stuff as a kid? Like
a fair amount.
I
don't think as many as you did the way you talk, but we went to a handful of games. I was explaining to my niece the other day how crazy it was, the Indians games in the 90s. She's like, why was it so crazy? I'm like, I'll tell you what. I'm like,
oh, fuck.
They were sold out every single game. Everyone. All the way sold out. It was super hard to get tickets. It was always packed and they were good.
Yeah.
And, so every game was huge and a big, huge event, which, I mean, happens sometimes now, but usually just weekends. It's like that now. But yeah, it was awesome. It was great because they were, for a while there when the Browns were gone, they were the only team in town. It was huge. It was awesome. I still love going to games. And I will when they're the Guardians next year, but the 90s, man, that was just, it pops. It was great.
That was such a weird time. And like, I know we have a lot of people that aren't from Cleveland that watch this show. And like I've said many times, we appreciate every single fucking one of you, dude.
Single one, so much.
If it wasn't for, I think we should address
100
this.
episodes really is an accomplishment, man. Because we didn't have what we're getting now most of the time. We've only been with the MMA host for a couple of months now, since April maybe or May.
May. It was May.
So yeah.
But what I was actually
not very long at all.
And I was actually gonna take this time real fast, to thank the MMA holes, very much. Like, if it wasn't for them discovering us on YouTube and asking if we were a weekly show that, was on regularly, they wouldn't have sent us the paperwork to be able to be on the website, give us the release, and really like allow their fans to discover us. Because like you guys, I will say this, we've seen such an uptick in subscriptions, especially on YouTube. Like we jumped from like 13 people. I'm gonna be honest with you. We jumped from like 13 people, and we basically doubled and tripled that number pretty quickly with the people that like us and have discovered us through the MMAholes.com. And every time I look at our like data on the YouTube Studio app, and I see our numbers slowly increasing with each time.
We're well aware this isn't a race.
No,
we're well aware.
Yeah.
Listen, we have so many we have 100 episodes. A lot of them no one listened, and we did 2 hours of whatever, and we just pretend like people were listening, and we did basically what we're doing now, but to no one. And we're a live show now. We're gonna stay a live show, but we originally were a live show because Ray was too lazy to put videos up. And this did it automatically, and then that's how the MMA holes found us. And it kind of works because they're well aware that a lot of the people that like their show would probably like our show too. So
Yeah.
maybe not all of them, obviously, but
But again, like if it was, I didn't think anybody was going to discover us and want to like put us anywhere. I thought we were just going to be an audio only podcast that didn't really do much or video. And by the way, it was called Hot in Cleveland, John.
Yes,
Thank you.
No, I tell you what, I'm hot for Cleveland.
I am not. I am very cool on this city and want to get the fuck out as fast as possible.
I think I'm not in that part of the city that often. Every time I go, I have a good time usually. So
yeah, because you can leave and go back to the country into the
don't
Amish
live
places.
you don't live right there either.
But I'm close to the city center.
You're closer than me. Here you are.
Like there's a train track right down the street from me. If I look down that train track, I see downtown Cleveland.
Isn't it funny? Like that's like a cliche that across the railroad track, but like how often it's actually true.
Yeah.
I know a couple towns like that. Like you go past, it's over the train track, and you're like, "Oh man, this is a different town." Basically, like
yeah,
it's weird.
And like I said though, I can't really express how happy I am at the fact that we're on the MMAholes.com, because if it wasn't for this, then probably episode 100 wouldn't happen.
It's possible. I don't know. 3 months. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, we're having fun, but it was kind of getting to the point that we're like, dude, if we don't get like at least a small handful, I mean, obviously, it does not take a whole lot for us to be super excited about it because we're happy.
No,
listen, we don't want this to be. If this is all we ever get, it's a bummer, but it's more than we had, right? It's more than we had.
Yeah.
So it's better, and we have some people that chime in, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's been more fun since we've hooked up with them. But we had fun before. I don't know. What else was I gonna say?
I don't know. I
don't know. I think I pretty much said it, didn't I?
Oh,
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I forget. Well, that happens a lot, and will keep happening, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
What was the? I don't know. Something about. I don't know. Either way, we're having fun doing it, but this doesn't take much to keep us going, really. I mean, because it's not it's a big number. It doesn't take, we'll take what we can get. We like I said, we understand it's not something that's going to happen overnight. That's probably a lot of people just give up really fast. Because like we're not like famous comics or anything, so we don't have a built-in audience. So we're trying to make everything from scratch. So
yeah, and I'm happy to do it.
It's fun.
This has definitely been one of the more like, honestly, I had a wrestling podcast that was fun until the wrestling internet fucked that up and made me not want to do it anymore. Okay. I think I did like 30 episodes with our buddy Dan Brown of a podcast. And yeah, it just was, it made me sad what happened. But whatever, it's people that suck. And one of the guys that caused me to hate it, like he got fired recently. So Dave Lagana. But it's one of those things where,
believe you.
Yeah, and but I had a podcast for a year when I was at the Ohio Media School. But even then I was kind of like, I don't really enjoy this. I love this show so much because of the fact that we just fuck around for a lot of it and then talk fights. It really, if it wasn't for this, I don't know how
it really
long.
helped me to get through that second half of last year, and still, I mean, that part of the pandemic for sure.
Oh yeah,
like it was rough until we started this, and then I mean, it still is obviously, but
mentally though, mentally it's helped us a lot
for sure. I mean, I realized that like early on, I'm like, yeah, it's just doing something, right? And then having anytime I have a thought about anything, we just fucking talk about it on the show. A lot of times I just keep to myself. I'm like, who am I going to talk to this about? Like no one. No one. There's no one for no. If I talk to this with someone, this will be like, I don't have any interest in that. So I'm like, oh, at least I have someone to talk to it about. Talk to Ray about it on the podcast. So that's been fun. So point is, we're gonna be here a minute. So because we enjoy, and I'm sure. But the show's changed since the beginning. I mean, honestly, not a whole lot. Just the live thing, and we have some other stuff we do. But we're gonna have more interviews. Hopefully, we've been lazy, and I'm sure the show will probably change more in the future. I don't know how. We don't have any ideas right now. But I'm saying as things progress, hopefully
it's ever evolving. I mean, that's the beautiful part about this. Like, I envision like stinger videos to introduce bits and shit like that.
I do want that, but I do say and I love their show and I love them for what they're helping with us. But I don't want to become the MMA hosts because that's their thing. They do their thing, right? We want to do our thing. We're still going to be us, mostly just us bullshitting is going to be a lot of it about whatever. But just some stuff to keep the ADHD people a little bit on their toes, like me, Yes. But I mean, we just try to be. We're just two dudes, Midwestern dudes, just two dudes having some conversation about some stuff. That's it. So everybody come here, hang out, drink some drinks if you want, talk some bullshit, ask us some questions about anything. That's what we try to be. I don't know.
Fuck yeah, man. And that's what I've wanted I wanted to find, I'm glad and that's another thing. Like, I'm glad you agreed to this and, you and I both have a chemistry. I mean, I'll throw it to one of our oldest listeners on the live stream.
Don't call them old.
Well, it's D-Rest remembers seeing like the Grateful Dead on their first tour. So
how many times have you seen Harry Nilsson live? Dude, one by Harry Nilsson, made popular by Three Dog Night, is one of my karaoke jams. So
I can see that being one of your jams for sure.
One is lonely. I gotta belt it.
One is the loneliest number.
I don't have a good falsetto. That's the problem. My falsetto is garbage nowadays. It used to be better.
Tie a rubber band around your balls. It'll help.
Is that true? Okay, I'll do that. I'm sure it's true.
That's how the Vienna Boys Choir gets them falsettos. Besides getting fucked in the ass.
That's what I used to think. And nowadays, Again, if you haven't heard me say this before, I was in the compound when I was 18 years old with the Vienna Boys Choir because my choir, high school choir, went over there and we sang with them, and it was a fucking weird vibe. And then years later, you hear all this stuff about what's been going on there, sexual assault, and it was the least surprising thing.
We're gonna call it Omar Viskelling from now on. Ooh, any sexual assault or Cuomoing. We can do Cuomoing because he has resigned today. So.
Dude, I told you what, he was going to be one of my honorable mentions for Hero of the Week just because he was like, nope, not leaving, motherfuckers. No, not leaving.
I don't understand why these women didn't like my kissing on the cheek and the place.
I kiss on the cheek. I give hugs. I'm like,
I'm Italian. He sounds like almost, who he sounds like? A deep voice Sebastian Maniscalco, where he's just like, I'm here and I'm Italian. Sorry, Sebastian. I love you to death. I didn't mean to put you in the same like.
Oh, it's nice to see that a Democrat can be a super creep too. I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm just feel like most of them, politician wise, I could be wrong, but the ones
90% of those fuckers, and no matter what side, are fucking creeps.
Yeah, but it's they're crazy on both sides. Yeah, but he's done finally. You know what though? What's crazy is that he didn't resign after he killed all the old people.
That actually, and what sucks about this too is I think he got a plea deal. For resigning.
Oh, okay. Well,
where he gets because the civil rights lawsuit that was against him for killing the olds got dropped. So
they can put they can charge him personally.
Yeah,
for a civil suit. I guess you can kind of do it with anyone.
Well, because he made the legislation,
right? But he's not the only one. I'm not saying he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
He signed it into law.
Yeah, I'm not saying he shouldn't have paid consequences because he fucked up bad. But yeah,
there'll be a civil suit. I guarantee you, there's going to be a civil suit because there's a Fox News the Fox News weather girl
in the state that really needed things to go right or things to be played the correct way It didn't seem like it was played the. I don't listen. I don't know how much better it could have been, but that was one of the biggest faux pas ever. You always remember the fact that what he did to the senior citizens of the state.
Yeah, and also the one thing that I'll always look at when it comes to Cuomo is the hospital ship that sat there and didn't get used. Meanwhile, people are being shuffled into old folks' homes. Like they sent during the pandemic a hospital ship to alleviate a lot of
Where?
New York Harbor.
Okay.
It was in the early days of the pandemic, and it was because the Cheeto sent it. It was a horrible thing, and he didn't need it.
Is that really
blah, blah,
why?
blah. Oh yeah,
that's so dumb.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, man, and that's why I always claim libertarian because I see this bullshit that both sides play against each other.
Yeah, the thing is, it's most politicians, but I hate when any of them say, "Well, the left is trying to do this to you," and they tweet like that. They tweet, or the right is trying to do this. Not all of them, but a lot of them do it. There's been some people, politicians. I like some of the things they say, and then they'll do that. And I'm like, why are you trying to just fucking get reelected, man, all the time? Like,
they're fucking lawyers. They want to win the case.
Listen, we don't like to talk politics, but we kind of got there because we're talking about Cuomo. But basically, all we're saying is everybody love everybody. That's all we're saying. We're not taking sides on anything.
I don't get, and that's the thing.
Cuomo fucked up, and everyone knows that. Even he knows it. Just won't admit it. And then everyone's trying to pull everybody apart. So there you go.
It sucks, dude. It's sad how like there's sides now. Like instead of being Americans,
I'm the most left person in my entire family. All right. But I love my family. They love me. I think. I hope so. Like they're allowed to be wrong. It's okay. They're allowed to be wrong. It's cool.
Yeah.
They're allowed to be wrong. And they probably think the same thing. He's allowed to be wrong. It's fine. I think what he thinks is nuts, but still a good guy. Yeah. That's a lot of, if I ostracized I'd have no family left. So we just disagree. It's all right. We probably agree on more things than to disagree on. But yeah.
Honestly, Mike, I'm going to disagree with you on that. Like he was not popular. He was shown over and over again by the media. His brother interviewed him as little fluff pieces on CNN.
Listen, that had nothing to do with him being his brother. He was
absolutely did. Abso-fucking-lutely it did. Don't tell me Chris Cuomo, who posted recently that toxic politics is worse than this thing. No, your whole family is fucking toxic now.
Was he
Mario was a fucking
actually had COVID? Was that guy?
He faked it. Yeah. I'm gonna go on record and saying he fucking faked it. Fuck that guy. Fuck him and his brother. Ugh.
That was the end of that, man. I mean, just like Andrew Cuomo was a weird dude. Listen, like he has to have nipple piercings, right? I mean, see those pictures. Like, what else did he admit it? Because what else could it possibly be? I mean, that's absolutely what
they said. It was like tape or something, which is bullshit. Because who tapes up a ball like that too hard?
I don't know how often you have encountered those in your life, Ray. Me, it's been only once, but that's what they look like. That's what they look like. It looked like what was going on in his. He looked like he had the bar.
Okay. I have a question for you.
Do I need more drink? Yes, I do. But
possibly,
question.
I would say
that's
so.
Your question.
By the way, you look like a low rent
Lebowski.
Jeff Lebowski right now. Oh.
Taking it easy for the rest of us. That's what I try to do. That's me.
Every time I say something you don't like about an MMA fighter, this aggression will not stand, man.
Listen, I'm drawing a blank. The brothers that made the movie.
The Coen brothers.
Coen, yeah, blank.
Yeah.
I love most of their movies. Actually, I don't dislike any of their movies. I like all their movies.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think Lebowski's are my favorite or their best. It's not, but a great character. That's a fantastic. And Jeff Bridges fucking killed it, man.
I love Jeff Bridges.
How great.
I have a tattoo on my back because of Jeff Bridges.
Wait, hold on. Did he hold you down? And
yes.
Did he make you get a fabulous Baker Boys tattoo?
and while it was happening, he was singing the song "What a Little Bit of Love Can Do" as the needle was going into my back. He was just like, "I know that you've been feeling down and blue, but there ain't nothing really wrong with you."
Right. What's the, all right. Right. 10,000 subscribers will get Jeff Bridges tattoos.
Yes.
And we'll spin wheels.
Yes.
For which we'll put all his characters on a wheel. And then we'll spin the wheel to see which character we each have to get. 10,000 subscribers. Mark it down. Episode 100. We said it.
Fuck. I'm gonna
get the coach from the gymnastics coach from Stick It.
I'm really hoping for the character he played in Hell or High Water. Have you seen that movie?
He was great. Yeah, that was great.
Dude.
Movie. Great movie.
So good. And
probably the best thing I've seen Chris Pine do, I think.
Yeah, agreed. But I loved Jeff Bridges in that movie just because of like he was funny racist. Because like he was old looking, so you would expect a guy like that to say something, and you're just like, "Holy fuck!"
The Native American partner, and he always made jokes about him. But you also knew that in the heart, that guy loved that guy to death.
Yeah,
you also knew that too, right? So
I felt so bad for that when that happened. Oh,
and I really think when I watched like the towards the end of that movie with like all these civilians are chasing the guys with their guns in their cars, right? I'm like, how confusing is this for people who aren't Americans? Well, even some people who aren't Texans, man. I mean, I understood it, but like, just because I know people who would just be like, yeah, where's the guy? Let's go get him, right? And they just happen to have a gun in their vehicle. But other countries would be like, do people just have high-powered assault rifles in their car? I'm like, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Why not? Hey, Second Amendment free country. Anyway, what were you saying? Something about nipple rings or after the.
Oh no, I was gonna say I was thinking of. I thought I was thinking of Jeff Bridges, but it was actually Kurt Russell. I was gonna be like, I want to get Jeff Bridges from The Computer That Wore Shoes, but that's a Kurt Russell movie. It's an old Disney, because both of those guys were Disney kids.
Listen, it was redone and much better by Kirk Cameron. You forget this. Kirk Cameron crushed it.
Oh, he did make a remake of that. I totally forgot.
You know what it's time for? It's time for another version of The Computer That Wore Tennis Shoes. We need another one.
Yeah.
One of the kids from Stranger Things, maybe.
The kid with no teeth.
Nailed it. Yes.
I would love for him to be the computer that wore tennis shoes.
Fuck yeah. Yes. We need another one. Actually, you know what though? Listen, it's 2021. He can't be white. We need so maybe like the black kid from Stranger Things. He's great. We'll take him.
I'll take him.
He's good.
He's a good actor.
Right? Yeah, he's good. He's really good. I'll take him. Yeah, we can't make 3 white kids every day. Yeah, come on. Or maybe a girl. We can do that too.
I was about to say
plenty of options.
The daughter, I don't know how old she is now, but the daughter of Will Smith.
Will Smith probably too old for that role.
Suicide Squad.
Oh. Well, who was the girl who was in the new Suicide Squad? We need to talk about that when I get back from getting my drink.
Okay. Go get your drink.
But because we have more things to talk about. We have Hero of the Week.
Yes.
This is the thing. When we're only doing one episode, and it's like all this shit I want to talk about.
Hey, and it fills up the allotted time that we have, bro.
I'll be right back, fam.
All right. Tim is going to get his.
Listen, tell people what you expect for the next 100 episodes.
Yes.
Or what you're trying to do.
Let's give those lofty ass goals as Tim goes to get. Oh, that's tequila breath right there. Once again, guys, I want to just say again, thank you to the MMA holes. Those guys have been amazing. They always retweet our stuff. They've gotten us more listeners than I thought we could ever get. So go always to the MMAholes.com. It's a great website. We're on it. A bunch of MMA content is on it, including the MMA Holes live stream, which I think we should crash at some point. I think honestly, we should just all me and Tim show up and like challenge them to a pie eating contest. Just something stupid. I think that'd be kind of fun. But what I expect from the next 100 episodes, by episode 200, I want to get a website together. so we can have a community page and everybody can chat and do everything through the Bro Plata website. I do want to get a studio, but that requires a lot of listeners. So what I want you guys to do tonight, after this goes, or even if you want to now, share share this on your whatever social media you use regularly. Share this episode out to everybody. Tell them about the Bro Plata Tequilaquences. What is this when it comes down to? Let me read this. When it comes down to it, guys, politicians are fake. They're just a way to keep people's attention off the idiot ruining the country. Yeah, agreed. And yes, I agree with you, Rodney King. We should absolutely do that. Can't we all just get along? But what I want to do more with this podcast is I want to get comics on here to turn you guys who might be comedy fans and MMA fans onto people that you might like. I want to get bigger names. I'm working on something that I'm going to do tonight. Drunk Ray is going to make a text to somebody that I really want to get on the podcast, who's an Opie and Anthony legend and a guy that I got to meet. Politics. Yeah, I agree. Well, politicians are fake just because they're who they are. But what I also want to do is do roundtables. I want to get a Patreon so we can do special stuff. That's my goal. I want to get more Twitter followers too. I don't know how to do that. I don't want to buy my stuff or, Twitter followers. No, John, I don't want to hear a joke. I'm pontificating because Tim is going to get alcohol and I'm thanking all of you. Because honestly, I didn't think we were going to make 100. And to the fact that we made it to episode 100 and it's on a Tequilaquences day is amazing to me. I don't know how to express the fact that we have a fan base. We have a small fan base, but you guys are vocal. You guys always comment. And that's what we want. We want engagement. We want more people talking about stuff. And in the next 100 episodes, I at least want to get, the website in. I want to be able to do more people on this show and make sure that we get other people helping us out in this whole thing as well. Work with other podcasts, do stuff where we can have some fun. And
it's a dog eat dog world, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
I don't know if it is or not. Listen, you and I
want to get a Rogan effect started. I really do.
That'll be fun.
Listen, you know what, John? I'm going to allow that joke because I love that joke. Two Jews walk into a bar. They buy it. I like it. It's a good joke. It's a good joke, right?
Why did he bring that up, man? Were you talking about?
He asked if I wanted to hear a joke, and I said no, and then he did it anyway, and I was like, "Oh, classic old joke." Okay, I'll allow that.
Sure. I think I have Marty Drexler's book of jokes down here somewhere.
Oh God,
I'll start reading from that. I hung out with Marty, man.
Did you?
Yeah, he came out on Friday. He went out. I was going to my buddy's band play, and he came out.
Nice.
Marty Drexler is a comic that we know. He's a good buddy of mine.
Anyway, is he though?
Yeah, I love Marty Drexler. I'm giving, my other car. I'm giving it to Marty for his child.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I need to get rid of it, and I really feel like selling it because I got it for free. So anyway, that works out actually.
Dude,
he's gonna be. He's getting his permit soon. So anyway,
my fucking leg is killing me right now.
Well, shake it off.
I can't.
We got things to talk about.
Well, I got stung, dude. I got stung by a fucking bee.
Are you allergic? Are you allergic?
No, but it definitely did swell right on like a tendon. Like it found a tendon and hit it.
What's your worst animal attack or bug attack?
Oh God. I would have to say there's two stories that like they hardened me as a bug technician. And
Bugman, you got it wrong. Bugman.
Bugman, whatever you want to say. I like to say technician because it's classier.
I'm a bug man. Oh, so you still haven't seen There Will Be Blood, so you don't even get what I'm doing when I do that.
Mm-mm.
Never mind.
Mm-mm.
Daniel Plainview, I'm an oil man. Anyway, whatever.
But there's two stories I have. One is in Conneaut, Ohio. Have you ever been to Conneaut, Ohio?
I don't think so. Where is it?
It's northeast tip of like Ohio. It's almost
past
it's almost to the PA border.
Field and stuff. Okay, even past then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Saybrook, like it's past all that shit. Ashtabula,
Okay.
like it's past Ashtabula.
Okay.
I walk into this place. I'm working for Terminex, and I'm thinking, okay, it's just a general roach stop. What the fuck ever. I spray this fucking basically raid behind a cabinet, which I found out didn't have a back, by the way. And it just had like moldy cereal and disgusting shit behind it. But like I'm putting down bait to kill the roaches, and all of a sudden I feel they're falling. They're going up the fucking wall. These roaches are going up the wall onto the ceiling and dropping dead on me.
Oh man.
It was I have never been so skeeved out in my life. And then I looked, they had a bed bug laden mattress, and immediately I call the landlord and go, dude, I can't do this. You need a fucking clean out. And they did it, and I actually got employee of the month at Terminex because of it. I shouldn't be employee of the month anywhere, not even McDonald's,
not even Bro Plata. I've been getting it for 12 months in a row.
You have, but
no. So it was full on. They start singing like Joe's Apartment. Like I went
full
on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were going, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Apartment.
Underrated movie.
I haven't seen that movie in fucking years.
I used to have it on DVD. I think I sold it. I sold most of my DVD. The only DVDs I didn't sell was the 40-Year-Old Virgin and the one behind me, this Hoist Gracie thing.
That's hilarious. But no, yeah, that's the most disgusting one, because like even at one point, and this is like 5 years ago, so I can talk about this shit now. But because now I feel like I'm not with Terminex anymore, so I don't give a fuck. And fuck them too. Fuck Service Master. Fuck Terminex. Fuck all of you. You corporate pieces of shit. You're the reason I hate corporations.
Yeah. Burn them all down.
But I was working for a local outfit, and we were doing heat bed bug jobs, which are basically, heat a room up to 140 degrees with like 4 heaters that are about yay big, like up to my shoulder. And we don't see really any, like we see some, but we don't see many, you know what I'm saying? The last fucking day we're doing this job, we walk into this one place with a sectional, and Tim, when I tell you, the 7 years, I've been doing this industry, pest control, love it to death. It's put beer in my gullet and fucking food in my face. Like, I love this industry a lot. I have never seen this many fucking bed bugs before or after. They were on the light fixtures. Like, they were crawling around the dome light right as you walk in. They're in the corners of the fucking room. They're up and down the wall at 140 degrees like it's nothing, right?
That's bad.
Worst fucking part was we
even get rid of them at that point.
Yeah. When you do a heat treatment, it's 140 degrees. Nothing is going to survive at 140 degrees for more than a couple minutes. Casey, I'm telling these stories while he's eating. That's awesome. What are you eating? Tell us. Yeah, man, like these fuckers were everywhere.
Sandwiches, and you ruined it.
Well, I mean, in Utah, you kind of have to have that. Besides maybe like coyote meat at this, I want to try coyote.
I want to go to Utah.
I do too. You got a good comedy club out there.
I want to go everywhere. That's the thing. That's one thing I haven't done nearly enough in my life that I want to do a whole lot more is travel. I haven't done nearly enough of it.
You and I should do a Vegas trip.
100%. But I also want to. I said it this year, but hopefully next year I want to leave the country.
That's overrated.
Have you done it?
I've been to Canada.
See, you haven't. I mean, that doesn't count. Like it. What do you mean it's overrated? You haven't done it. Like,
the only place I want to go is Poland. Honestly, if I'm gonna pick a country, I would want to go to Poland.
You would like Europe, man, especially if you're just kind of into laid back places. You just drink out on the streets
or
whatever,
England.
Get yourself a prostitute, whatever.
I'd go to England and see my family that's out there. Like my mom's side of the family still is in England. So,
sure.
And I've met my one cousin, Anne. Shout out to my cousin Anne. I love her to death. She turned me on to like a lot of 80s English ska, like two-tone and stuff. So I love it, man. Like her and I connected over that. Like after she left. I more or less just started asking her questions one day about like two-tone and fucking like the ska bands of the 80s, and she was all about it and a big Joe Strummer fan. So
how do you
shout out to the Clash?
How do you feel about Breaking Benjamin?
I am for Breaking Benjamin.
I love Breaking Benjamin.
Yeah.
I asked because they're coming to Columbus next month and Youngstown too.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I would like to go, but I mean, they're Papa Roach, who I've seen before, and the thing is, they have enough hits for it to be fine. You know, listen, I saw them before. Like I said, they have enough songs I somehow know the words to from them being on the rock radio. That's they're fine. But I love Breaking Benjamin. Huge break. I've only seen it once.
Do you want to know my only Papa Roach story I have?
Oh, okay. Is it Papa Cockroaches?
No. It's an actual like Papa Roach.
Okay.
John is having roast mashed potatoes with gravy and a bunch of weed. I was about to hit my vape, sir. So
that's how
you and I are blood brothers on that. And I've got a lot out in the garage. So that's always a good thing.
I had a mystery vape at the bar the other day, and every time that happens, like usually if it's someone that I know, it's usually okay. But I hit yours multiple times, but I took one hit of this guy's, and it was game over. It was game over. I mean, it was great. I'm just like, nope, time to go home. And like, get out of here before it gets worse.
Yep. That's the beauty of weed. Weed makes you more self-aware. Like I don't, my thing is I never hit my shit until I'm home and safe after work. Like I'll get blazed after work, but before work, I can't do it. Like I can't work high. It's not fun. I don't know how people do it. I've met people that have, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, why? Where it's supposed to be that little cheese at the end of the fucking maze that you get that nug and you're like, yeah.
That's the thing. I like to do it at night.
Yeah.
When it's about time for me to go to bed, watch television.
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of afraid of if I get my prescription, I'm just going to just all the time just be watching television and get all the time. However, I don't drink all the time. So
I do.
But anyway, if you want to go to one of those Breaking Benjamin shows, you let me know. Because as far as going to a show,
what day of the week is the Columbus one?
I don't know. I'll look again. I don't remember.
Give me the dates and we'll talk about it.
And then because I'm gonna go to that Bowling for Soup show by myself, and that's all right. But like a bigger show wouldn't be as fun. You know, I mean, it's a small venue, right? And it'd be fun. So even if I go by myself, it'll still be fun. I don't know. I feel like just a big arena show by myself would be kind of weird. Although the good thing about those is you can just gotta sit in your chair and listen to the music and go home. I get that, but I don't know. I'm excited for the Bowling for Soup show.
You and I both, though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, my only arena concert I ever went to by myself was Rammstein. Du hast mich. Fucking one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my life. But to me, it was fun because like I went for the explicit purpose of seeing amazing German metal like performed in front of me, and it didn't disappoint. Like, and I don't get when people are like, I can't go somewhere by myself.
Yeah, I haven't been to I go to movies by myself constantly, but I haven't been to a concert. And a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, I went to a baseball game by myself, Double A. And I probably go to Indians one before the season's over. That's fun. And I've been to concerts before. It's been a while. It's been like 10 years. Because when I was in Texas, I went to a handful because no one would go with me. And I saw all these shows coming to Houston. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to go. And the thing is, looking back, they're just great shows. I just remember them being great shows.
Yeah.
And me having really a lot of fun seeing the great shows.
I have been to many concerts by myself.
At the time, I may have been like, it would be cool if I was with a friend or something, but I didn't really know anybody either. I'm just like, dude, this is just a band I really wanted to see. And I found some cool venues. This place in Houston called Fitzgerald's. I hope it's still there. It's such a cool venue. I saw Fair to Midland there, and it was great. It was awesome. And it was by myself, but I would just, and at the time, I didn't drink very much. It wasn't a big deal. I think I maybe would drink like 1 or 2 beers at the show max and then drive home. So
I think there were like 3 flogging Molly shows where I went by myself and ended up hooking up with people I knew from like high school and a bunch of other things. Where I was like, hey, mind if I like tag along and join you guys? Cause I have nobody here. Like I came by myself, you know?
When I go to the Bowling for Soup show by myself, you know who I know who's going to be there? Bowling for Soup. All right. I've seen these guys 10 times. I know all their songs. I don't know all the new stuff that well. I'll freshen up, but I know their hits, right? I know most of the albums, right? I'm excited to see them. That's who I know, right? So it doesn't really matter if you're there with somebody else or not. When they start playing, man, it's gonna be shit. Yeah. And there's a pop punk band from Pennsylvania. Forget the name. Don't Panic. I looked them up, and they have some nice songs. So I'm actually excited to see them too. They're good songwriters. So
all right, I dig it.
I mean, they're not big at all. They're just a pop punk band that has some good songs. There's some good songs written in pop punk because it is pop music, right? It puts a little bit of rock in there. So
I also enjoy the Pop Goes Punk albums.
Those are fun.
Those are awesome. Mayday Parade when they did Somebody I Used to Know. It's actually a really like good.
It's funny. I've been listening to a couple of those lately. Somebody did Free Falling, and the thing is, it sounds like that band's song. It's such a classic song that you're like, why are you even doing this? But that was the whole thing. It was Punko's classic rock. But some of those covers are terrible. But that one was neat, and they didn't screw it up. I liked it. It was good anyway. Punko's classic rock. Whatever the band was that did Free Falling. I'm thinking it was the Almost maybe. I'm not sure, but anyway, I enjoyed it. It was all right.
Oh, fuck! I hate it, man.
Hey, what? Your leg? You'll be all right.
I fucked up. Like I fucked up today. It was a horrible moment.
Could you even do your job if you're allergic to bees?
No. Fuck no.
Do they ask you?
That's how I found out I wasn't allergic to bees. I found out at like 18.
Okay.
Yeah, I got stung on the finger while I was taking down a trailer, like an old like pop-up trailer. I was like cutting metal parts off and shit. And the bee just hit me right on the finger. But I got popped right in the back of the leg today.
Oh, that sucks. You walk in it.
Yeah. So it's no bueno, son. No bueno.
Yeah, it sucks. Okay. It sucks. What would really suck is like my brother went through it with his kids. You hope your kid's not allergic to bees, but you don't know until they get stung.
Yeah.
What if they are? And especially he lives in the middle of nowhere, right? It would take. I mean,
it's like 5 days by horse to the hospital.
Well, yeah, kind of. He's on horseback. No, it would take at least 25 minutes for him to get to the hospital, which means it would take an ambulance that long. And yeah, something like that. I don't know. There may be an ambulance closer, fire department. Anyway, the point is, it'd take a long time. So that's what I told you the story on the show before. We almost killed one of my buddies out there.
Oh God,
my brother did because they were drunk and they decided to grapple. My brother got him in a guillotine and he didn't tap. And what happened? He just passed out super fast. And then I got down and gripped his arm, like lifted up his arm and it, dropped it. I'm like, let him go. And then he's like burping up beer and like we thought he was dead. Probably a couple more seconds he may have been. We got lucky, man.
Uh,
Man, that would have sucked. We laugh about it now because he's fine, but man, that we don't do that anymore, and you shouldn't do that anyway. Don't grapple when you're drunk, and don't grapple without professionals around, people that really know what they're doing. All right.
Hey,
Just,
Tim.
what?
I need to pee.
Go pee. Then we'll talk about the Suicide Squad.
He's all frozen and shit. Oh my god. You were frozen for a second.
Oh, can you hear
All
me?
right, I'm gonna put you on, and I want you to tell everybody what you think, what you want in the next 100 episodes. 'Cause I already told what I kind of want on here. So,
Well, you haven't told me, so
well, after then talk about something else, and then we'll talk about what we want in the next 100 episodes together, and have some fun. But I'll be right back peeing on the thought of this house.
all right, go do it. Super happy to get to 100 episodes. Basically what that means is this Ray and I just haven't given up on something yet. I don't know about Ray, but I've given up on a lot of stuff in my lifetime. So the fact that we're just still going is good. What do I want from the next 100 episodes? First of all, get a new co-host. Get rid of Ray. That's obvious. I shouldn't have to say that by now. And Ray is well aware. He's actively hoping that I do not find a replacement, but I've been trying. What else? I don't know. Do better. I mean, just do what we're doing better. When you talk about fights, we need to do a better job of that. I just make sure we watch the fights and make sure we, have all the information we can get from the internet and whatnot. Also, we would be doing it next month, but we have a scheduling conflict. But there's a local card happening, an all amateur card. We wanted to do something where we go to that and have interviews and do stuff there, and talk to those guys. Because you know what, sometimes amateur MMA fights are freaking hilarious, man. I mean, actually nowadays it's better than it used to be. Like 10 years ago, when I got introduced to it, it was like the Wild West, and it was kind of hilarious. There was cards every weekend, and there's terrible promotions and guys right off the couch. It was so funny, and I wanted to make a documentary about it. And when I had the sources and I was getting ready to start making this thing, I went to some fights and I realized that it's things got cleaned up, at least in Ohio, to the point that it's not nearly as hilarious as it used to be. It would be in a completely different story. It'd be kind of like Cage, the MTV show, or something like that. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be the Wild West of MMA in Ohio at the time. It was hilarious. Like I saw fights in like backs of I fought in the back of an arcade, barns, like a ballroom, a yard, outside fight, backyard of a bar. And there's houses on either side, but it's like there's people on the roof of the house watching the fights next door. That was weird, man. There's some other weird ones too. Parking garage, like of a casino. There was a casino. That was King of the Cage too. I figured it was at a casino. They'd be in a ballroom at the casino or something. No, it was in the parking garage. It looked like it was an illegal street fight. That was King of the Cage. Anyway, point is, that's hilarious. And we like to go to some of those cards. And we would if Ray was going to a concert the same day. Excuse me. But we will do that. That'll be fun. I don't know if we'll do live or I don't know. I don't know. It'd be difficult for us to figure that out. So maybe we just go get some interviews and make videos later, which with the way we do things would probably take months. So we want to do that either way. And then have more interviews for sure. Well, figure out a way to get. The thing is, I have a bunch of ideas that don't make a lot of sense if we don't have a lot of people watching. So
Tim, I'm very understanding on those kind of things where they make no sense, and you have those ideas. And I need to tell you, you need to make a website and tell people about it, because that's how I got a lot of my ideas, was being crazy and going through multiple divorces. That's how Alex Jones did it. And I just wanted to say congratulations on 100 episodes. I'm glad I could be a part of it, listening here from the great state of Austin. Austin, Texas is a state. We all know this. It happened back in 1850.
You know what, though? I've been to Austin. The thing is, man, you Alex, you kind of seem like a guy who's more in tune to the rest of Texas than Austin. I think Austin seems like it'd be a weird city for you, even. Although it is
I was
still
born
Texas.
in Austin, goddammit, and I'm
It's a
going to
good
be
place.
there till I die.
It's a good place. Listen, that's next. Well, maybe not next 100 episodes, but eventually. Listen, if Ray and I had the ability to move the podcast, I think that would be a great place to do it. You know,
Absolutely.
it'd
I
be
think you
really
would like
great
it down
goal.
here.
We'll tell Ray. Great goal would probably be getting our first sponsor. Would be a great goal to try to shoot for. I don't know if we'll be able to get it in 100 episodes because we have to do a great job with our numbers, but just work harder, I guess. I don't know, man. Like how was it when you just started out? Like, how did you get from just a handful of people listening to the audience you have today?
I decided to talk about Bohemian Grove. That was where I really got my stuff going. And it was when I saw them burning the effigy of the thing that they love the most, children, because they put all kinds of stuff in the vaccines, like
What?
baby fetuses.
Wait, hold on. Thought you talking about Bohemian Grove.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
elites. They go to Bohemian Grove. They burn effigies of children. I'm telling you, it happens in an owl statue, and it happens a lot.
They weren't burning effigies of children. There was an owl statue though, right? Like,
Yes, and
listen,
it was a child.
listen, I'll say this, man. Everybody was saying that you were batshit crazy about Bohemian Grove, but that was real.
Yes.
But, then the thing is, Alex, that's what you do, man. You started making more stuff up about it. It was even crazier than what was real. Like, what was real was crazy enough, man. Why don't you
Colin
just take your
Powell eats
victories?
the babies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're right. He probably does, but I'm just saying, we don't have evidence of that, so you just don't. I don't know. Take your victories where you get them, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, man, thanks for the congratulations. It's the more I think about it, the more it seems like it's an actual accomplishment of some sort.
Hell yeah.
We just didn't
Great
quit.
time.
We haven't quit. That's good. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome. I'm going to leave, and I believe there's a couple more people that want to say thank you as well.
Man, I really hope not. Listen, it's never my idea to take calls, but we always take calls, and I really wish we'd stop doing this. Like, it's never once been entertaining to me, but I guess it's gonna happen again.
Hi, Tim. How are you? It's Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy.
Hi, Mike.
How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I wanted to say thank you for 100 episodes of the Bro Plata. Am I saying that right? There's an A, and I'm from Minnesota.
You're not saying it correct. There's no the.
It's no the?
No the. Just Bro Plata.
It's not like the My Pillow?
Yeah. No, it's not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's not like the Dominion machines.
The Dominion machines. You have finally come around. Oh my God, you're the first person to really believe me on the Dominion machines.
I tell you what, man. I saw you on that late night show you did with that one late night.
It was probably the Newsmax.
No. It was a network late night show with one of the famous late night hosts. Which one was that again?
Maybe Jimmy Kimmel.
It was Jimmy Kimmel. I was testing you to make sure you're the crack didn't rot out your brain.
Well, the crack definitely did, but at the same time, Tim, you have to know crack rocks make a great pillow insulation. I spend most of my family's riches stuffing my pillow rocks or crack rocks. Sorry, it's the crack cocaine. Crack rocks into burlap sacks when I was smoking them. And I went, ooh, this is actually a decent place to press my head, but I can't smoke the crack. How will I get the My Pillow? And then I said, foam from Giza.
Giza? Where's Giza?
It's in the Egyptian places. You know, I'm from Minnesota. We don't really associate with the Egyptians.
Giza, wasn't that a second baseman for the Padres?
Yes, I believe. And he had a great average of 45 home runs a year.
It's a lot of home runs.
I know, especially when you're buying crack from Mike Lindell.
That's true. Listen, do you think crack cocaine is a performance enhancing drug?
It is not,
It's not.
because the crash, you can't go 9 innings smoking crack unless you're Daryl Strawberry.
You gotta say, Daryl Strawberry did it for years.
Well,
And Doc
Daryl
Gooden.
Strawberry is what we like to call a super crackhead.
He's something.
Yes, there's levels. Like, I was casual to mid-level crack, like cocaine user, and Daryl Strawberry is what we like to call alpha crack user. He actually got a lot of his stuff from Griselda Blanco. I know this because I sold Griselda in jail a My Pillow, and she told me all of the secrets.
I just love the thought of like My Pillow being contraband at a prison.
It was. I had to
I can
pay
get
a
you
guard.
weed. I can get you Prozac, man. I can get you cigarettes. I can get you My Pillow.
I had to talk to the Morgan Freeman
You gotta say
of
the red of the prison.
Yeah, he was able to say, "Hey, Mike, I need a crack pillow in here." And I said, "Do you need a My Pillow?" He's like, "No, I need a whole pillow filled with crack. Can you get me that?" And I went, "Sure can."
That's my specialty. Yeah, I nailed it.
It was so much fun. But I just wanted to stop in and say hello and congratulations on 100 episodes. That Ray guy, he's a piece of shit, but I love you. He seems like the kind of guy that would have sold me Clorox instead of actual crack. And I say, fuck Ray Hyclack.
Sure, that's actually the motto, the tagline of Verbal Plata is "Fuck Ray Hyclack."
I know, I'm a marketing genius, aren't I?
You are. You kind of are, actually. Yeah.
All right, Tim. Love you. Bye.
Love you too, Mike. Thanks, man. Well, there's that. The My Pillow guy. You know what's really sad? Like, we're talking about, oh yeah, man, we'd be getting some people listed and it's cool. It's keeping us going. Then I look on the MMAholes.com and I look at our link here and I see the number 1. Like, there's one person watching. You know, listen, it's better than, like, we get people from Facebook and stuff too, but like we get it, man. That's the thing. We need to do better. And I think I don't really know what to do. I don't really know what to do.
Hello, Tim. It is your hero. God damn it, I can't do it. It was your face. It was your fucking. You looked so sad. I just kicked your puppy.
It did, man. Like,
I was gonna be all like, "Congratulations on 100 episodes." Damn it! I couldn't after I saw your
his
face.
birthday was 2 days ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I
was
could explain why I
already
know
for a
that,
new
but he's all
character,
right.
and it just bombed because your face.
Oh, that's right, because your other characters don't bomb.
I think Mike Lindell is a good guy,
So
even though he hates me.
Stop it. Stop picking up. Stop pulling back the curtain. Raymond, what were you saying? What do you want for the next 100 episodes?
What I want for the next 100 episodes, and I talked about it when you're going to get booze. Your cousin is totally on brand here. And Mike Danko Tim is his own fan club president, or president of his own fan club.
Yeah. So and actually, the truth is, really, like, I'm probably the president of my own hate group. Both, maybe. Yeah. Every once in a while, I'm by a fan.
You're a double agent.
Yeah, I am a double agent. Yeah.
Oh man, that was funny. Your face was priceless. You're just like, God damn it. Oh, that was funny. Excuse me.
Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Mike was saying that he's the president. I'm the president of Scott Stabb's fan club.
Oh, yes. This is true.
Which isn't true, but maybe I should probably take it over, to be honest with you.
But no, my ideas for the next 100, one, get a full-time producer, somebody who can edit episodes and edit clips and just post them instead of us having to worry about it, running video clips. I'm aware, and it's still a possibility that we can have that. Right now, especially with my position where I'm at, I'm perfectly comfortable dropping like $300 an episode for somebody.
Episode?
That's
ridiculous. Up an episode? No,
dude, 300 an episode.
Our episodes?
To produce our episodes.
How long do you run out of money?
Dude, I don't.
For that much money, dude, we can get a fucking badass producer.
That's what I'm talking about. I want like a young Jamie or a Mush for people that watch Calta and Kelly. I want somebody who can like just post shit, knows the social media landscape, and go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Geesh. Yeah, that much money, you can get a killer, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I want a savage who's like willing to make bro Plata.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we give it a try and see how much it helps. You know.
Yeah. Somebody who at least understands the social media.
I mean, I can't go halvesies on that much. We'll figure something out.
150 a fucking person?
An episode?
Yeah.
Dude, we do like 8 episodes a month. Like that's like $1,000. I can't do that. No. Not at all.
But also a website. I want to get a website and our domain. I think that's the more attainable thing right now is a website, because we know a lot of graphic designers and stuff that can really make a really fully functional interactive website.
I think, man, money talks, and we're willing to spend a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is, we could, I don't know, man. Listen, if we go on, like, talk to people we know, but if they don't want to do it, we get them Fiverr and find somebody who can do it cheap, probably, and probably do a good job, man, because they try to outbid each other, right? So, and then try to find the right person to do all that video editing and shit. But
I want somebody who's gonna like take timestamps and do all that kind of shit, to where we can pinpoint bits that we want to do. They can find bits that they think will get views as well. That's something I really want, is somebody
a person that can do all that and is good at that, is good at social media, and also gets us.
Yeah.
Or like what we're trying to do, you know?
I would hold interviews, to be honest with you, just so we can see if we vibe.
Listen, for what you're saying you're going to pay, you can do that.
Yeah.
So,
and that might be 2022. I'm thinking tax season. We go on a spending spree for at least me. I know I can possibly, because of the trajectory I'm on right now, money wise.
Conversation, but I mean, I don't know, so much a month. I could probably do. Maybe a month.
I need somebody who understands
just to see how well it works, and if it's not working after a few months, then we'll just be like, okay, maybe you can. But
on to another one.
Yeah. Or something.
Fire them and move on. I'm not above firing somebody.
Listen, our dude Harrison would be perfect for that. The only thing is he's working a lot now.
Yeah.
So he would be great.
And that's understandable. Or he's also working with a couple other podcasts, but like they have a better schedule wise when it comes to
stuff. Man, if you offer that much money, he'd probably make time.
Probably.
So.
But no, yeah, that I want to get a producer. I want to get somebody I can send news things to. We can talk about the stuff. I want to so we don't have to pull stuff up and screen share all the time. They're doing the screen sharing. They're doing everything we need to do.
Like we're not doing 2 episodes a month as much as we used to. I like to do more, but let's say we do six a month.
Yeah.
Let's say that. That's 72.
$50, $75.
No, the thing is, you said 300. That'd be almost $22,000.
Yeah, so no, I can't afford that.
Yeah, that's too much. The point is, that's crazy. We can't handle that. We wish we could, and if we had some sponsor, we would, but like we can't. So I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is,
Somebody that can help us find sponsors. I want to get
the
viewers
thing
before
is,
we get sponsors.
There's
though.
people that's there's people out there we can find that
Yeah.
we can work something out with that have the time, and we'll do it, and we can. Yeah,
I don't care if they're out of state either.
no, it
Like,
doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't fucking matter where you live.
No,
That's
Chad
the one.
Zumach found somebody. I think he lives in Cincinnati, and he's in Florida. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guarantee he doesn't pay him that much.
No,
So,
but I want quality. I don't want quantity. I want quality out of somebody. And then more guests. I want to see more guests out of us.
same thing. Said the same thing.
And then honestly, my goal with this in the long run is to be able to go. What is Casey saying? He may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the. You may say I'm a dreamer, but
He's
I'm
right,
not
though.
the only one.
Is that him basically saying like, okay, yeah, you guys hope that will actually happen for you, but it's not going to. You're
Hey,
gonna have 8 listeners an episode for the rest of your lives.
mm,
You know, I mean, listen, maybe that's what it's meant to be. Listen, I mumble a lot, I stumble on my words, raised ugly. You know, I mean, just all these things.
I know.
You know.
It's because I have a beard right now.
Yeah,
Once I shave in the wintertime.
One pretty boy isn't enough. Yeah, so
I know. We need two. We need heartthrobs.
Actually, we need a number 3 is just a hot chick.
No, I don't want a female on this show.
What? Why not?
Because
number 1, I don't want a third at all right now. But because the way, like, because
have you ever heard of the comedy hole?
What are you talking about?
You you didn't listen to Opie and Anthony, so you don't know what I'm talking about. They would do this thing called Jocktober every year, which is now on Who Are These Podcasts. They do a Jocktober episode or thing during the month of October where they pick really bad jocks and like dissect their radio shows.
Okay.
But the radio hole is basically the female third where all the comedy, with the exception, and I'm going to say this, with the exception of Mary Santora, because Mary's an actual comic. She gets a lot of this like humor of radio, and she is probably one of the best third mics I've heard in the last like maybe 5-6 years.
I love Mary Santora.
She's a doll. She's one of my favorite people when it comes to comedy.
She's a fucking killer, and she's fucking cool.
Yeah, she is.
I love Mary.
She was actually the first comic that I like asked it to like watch my set because I was like, okay, you're more ingratiated. People like you in the scene. Am I up to snuff? And she laughed at my stuff, and she really like enjoyed watching me perform and stuff. And I've loved her ever since. And I consider her a friend. But she's a rarity, which is like, you always hear on like morning radio shows, you guys, it's the old Mark Maron joke where he's like, if he's doing the morning zoo, oh fellas.
Right. Right. And you know, that radio show she's on now, that was the old lady girl they had on there. That was what she did basically. But Mary can keep up with them, and she may be the funniest person on there. I mean, she's great. I mean, I love Bill and Alan, but I love Bill. I don't know Alan that well, but or at all.
Alan's great. He's a fun guy.
No, he's a good host. But I thought Chad was great on that show. Anyway, point is, Mary's great at what she.
Chad fucked up, so
that's different. But I always thought Chad was great on the radio. Mm-hmm. Anyway, point is, she's great. Anyway, what were you saying? Oh, you're saying that this is women. Oh, listen, I know somebody, man. She's busy. I used to work with her. She would be awesome on a show like this. But she's busy. She has a lot of stuff going on. Actually, I think she has her doctorate now. So anyway, but I'm saying, my point is they're out there.
Yeah, they are. So, but man, like
anyone who thinks women aren't funny, you're not.
It's a fallacy.
You're not you're not looking at the right women, man.
I was about to say, yeah.
Or it's very possible that you just have some kind of bias and you're just,
Well, I mean, I am a male chauvinist, so
Well, we know that, yeah.
yes. I believe that the women in the UFC should be wearing those aprons that they have on the website while they fight.
You should have the same thing on that the Women's Professional Baseball League had to wear.
No, I want them in full Rockford peach outfits.
Yes, I'm talking about.
Oh, did they have to wear those? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah. The All-American League.
All-American Girls Baseball League.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a girl playing in one of the Little League tournaments right now. It's catcher. She's fucking awesome.
No, she's not.
She's good. The thing is, what going up to 12, the girls can be just as good as the boys. You know, it's after they hit puberty, because the girls kind of already do then, right? So that makes sense. But a lot of them just switch to softball. Like my niece is already switching to softball. She's playing fall ball right now.
I think I've said this on the podcast a few times. Like, some of the greatest hockey games I've ever seen have been female in nature.
We say it all the time. You and I are both pro women's sports. It sounds like we're about to say we're feminist, which we're not at all.
No, I am not.
Hold on. We're not going to say it. I feel like even if you have the values, if you say it out loud as a dude, it's fucking douche. It fucking ruins it.
Yeah.
Right? Even if I have those values, if I say to people I'm a feminist like that, it sounds douchey.
Yeah, you're a douche.
And the thing is, I probably do have most of those values. I do.
Actually,
I don't say that out loud.
Actually, I don't consider like male feminists douches. I really will go 2 more letters from D, and the first letter of the alphabet is the second letter. Those are what I like to call male feminists. There's 2 G's as well, and an O and a T. That's yeah.
Okay, I didn't know where you're. Okay, got you. Yeah. Sure, maybe. Sure, maybe.
They're
But
such
anyway,
losers.
the point is, you and I are both very and unironically, we ring completely sincere. We're very pro women's sports, 100%. Like some of the greatest sporting events I've ever watched are women's sports.
Some of the greatest MMA fights I've ever seen have been female MMA fights.
That too. And when you watch that, and then you go back and like, how much of this is just really inferior sport? And you look back and you're like, not much of it. It's just really, it's marketing, man. Like even the WNBA has good games. I mean, I don't watch NBA too much, but I watch women's college basketball in the Final Four, and it's always great. Always great. Always great. So, especially nowadays when all the men, it's a shooting game so much, it's the same game, man. What's really the difference?
Yeah. But more finesse with female sports.
Sure.
And that's the way they've developed. I mean, female hockey, you can't even hit. I think we've talked about this in the podcast before.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
And I wish they
don't
could
even wear helmets. It's weird.
What?
Women's lacrosse, they don't wear helmets.
Hold on. Tim.
What's up, man?
Tim.
What's up, man?
I want to know where you went too far.
You went too far. Well, let me the WNBA. Hold on. Did you hear me stop myself? Did you hear me stop myself when I said I don't really watch the WNBA? You know what, though? Listen, the NBA has become a shooters league now, man. They don't dunk nearly as much as they do. I mean, they do, but Brittany Griner dunks, doesn't she? That's one anyway. But the point is, I don't watch WNBA, but I do watch women's college basketball, and I love it. It's great. Like you see, like a South Carolina and UConn is always good. It's always the best thing on TV that night. Always.
That night.
Gino, Don Staley, yeah. Always. Also, love to the women's basketball team, Olympic women's basketball team for winning gold, crushing everybody.
And you might know this. The female wrestler, what's her name?
I don't remember her name. I know you're talking about, but
look it up, because honestly, I do want to because I don't have my phone. It's charging.
Okay.
But this girl is a goddamn savage. I watched a few of her matches, and have you ever we've obviously watched sports our entire lives, and you get that moment in sport where you go, that's a different human being. Like that's a person on a different.
There was a couple. Mensa, you think go to Mensa?
No, the POC.
Yeah, Mensa.
Is that her last name?
What's
her full name?
Tamara Mensa.
Tamara Mensah is, I honestly, dude, I'm not even lying to you. You get her down, you train her to fucking throw hands, first of all.
Well, number one, if you have wrestling, you're already beating a lot of people.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Beating a lot of people.
Teach her to throw hands, and this girl, maybe in a couple years, will be in the UFC.
If she
But you
wants
throw
to be,
Bellator, she's a world champion.
PFL has the beast right now. But
Well, yeah, Clarissa Shields, but I mean,
Kayla Harrison.
Kayla Harrison.
The UFC still has the best, but those couple in PFL. Anyway, point is, special. Never mind. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Does she want to fight MMA at all? Just because she wrestles doesn't mean she wants to fight MMA.
Well, but what I was about to
Although,
say
as a fan, you hope so.
Yeah, you teach her to throw fucking hands, and then just let her go. Get those. She would double leg every broad in fucking Bellator and just smother them at 135, 145 pounds.
She might be able to beat Clarissa Shields in an MMA fight right now. All she has to do is take
probably
and not get hit. That's difficult, obviously, but
yeah.
You never know. I'm not giving her Shields enough credit.
But I honestly think Mensah should go in MMA because Olympic gold medalist in wrestling of all things. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who would be a great role model. Plus, with all we don't really talk politics. We kind of talked it today on the show, but I jacked that up to fucking alcohol. She loves her country. She loves being, a member of Team USA. And she is a definite role model for female athletes in this country because of the fact that, like, her dad died on the way home from one of her meets when she was wrestling. And there's a backstory that would definitely sell. I wish I had my big business hat, but I don't.
Representation is really important.
Well, yeah,
that kind of stuff, and the fact that she is the first black woman to win a wrestling medal in the U.S. that's a big deal because then
huge.
I could say this, but black girls can say, "Hey, I can do it too."
Yeah,
right. I mean, listen, there weren't that many in tennis until the Williams sisters blew the top off everything, not just women's tennis, not just African Americans in tennis, but women's tennis and tennis. Period. Like, they're huge. So, I mean, the fact, it's a big deal. And I hope that helps wrestling that way. And I hope she does whatever she wants to do. If she wants to do MMA, fine. If not, well, whatever else. But no, it's great. And it's a big deal. Yeah. Great story for sure. There's always is a ton of great stories in the Olympics. And guess what? We won the Olympics, Ray.
We are the best.
I told you we would, Ray. You didn't listen to me.
No, I knew it. I was hoping we'd beat China. That was my goal. Just embarrass that Winnie the Pooh looking motherfucker.
He does look like Winnie the Pooh, actually.
Dude, I was watching the John Oliver thing on him yesterday. Yeah, it was like yesterday. I was watching it going to bed. And like that dude, I'm gonna say something. Like, and I'm fascinated by North Korea. Like, fascinated by that whole country.
They didn't compete in the Olympics.
Well, they're not allowed to. I think they're sanctioned.
Well, they did the Winter Olympics.
I don't know. I think they're sanctioned though in the summer. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
But like, this dude's got nothing on the dude in North Korea. Like, this dude controls the biggest army in the world and looks like he should be walking with Christopher Robin. Like, how the fuck did we leave this motherfucker in the most powerful country ever? Like, and
give
China
me 10 seconds. I'll be right back.
Oh God, something's happening.
No.
Okay, but no, yeah, I honestly, Tamara Mensah needs to be in MMA. We need more female Olympic wrestlers to go into mixed martial arts. Just because, I mean, yeah, there's great MMA fighters out there who are female, but like, you unleash that gold medal winning wrestler, fuck, son, You want to talk about mayhem and fucking panic? If Mensa, I was just saying, if Mensa goes into MMA, like I don't care who it is, just train her to train her to box for a year, and then just let her go Ben Rothwell stuff, or not Ben Rothwell, Ben Askren style into female MMA. Holy shit. She will mop the floor with probably, I would say, like 80 to 70% of the women's MMA rosters in any organization, just because of her wrestling credentials.
Well, if you're gonna have any base, I mean, first, the wrestling's always the best
Yeah.
base to have first. Anyway, let's do Hero of the Week. I think that's a good transition.
I like it.
Well, let me get my list out here. Has some honorable mentions this week. First, I talked about the women's basketball team won gold. The men's too. I watched that game. They lost to France.
I'm drugged, Casey, so I'm going backwards.
Yes, 80 to 70%.
That's my Yogi Berra quote.
They lost to France. Utah Jazz player Rudy Gobert, correct? Yeah, and then in France, they lost to France in the first game. They did some winning, and they played them in the final and beat them in the final. It's the only time I root for Kevin Durant ever. I mean, he's an American. Well, yeah, I root for him, but when he plays for somebody else, never. I'm not a big fan of his. But he's an American, so good for him. He played awesome. He was the MVP of that team for sure. He did fantastic.
But okay.
What, you have something to say?
No.
I also had Bradley Zimmer. I talked about him and his big home run.
Yeah.
Brock Holt from the Texas Rangers. Okay, this week he threw a 31-mile-per-hour strike. Yeah.
What?
He's a utility player, and he had to pitch, and he threw a
31 mile an hour?
I don't know if you can throw it any slower than that and get it 60.5 feet. I mean, he looped it. It was like, I don't know. Yeah.
This kid better learn to not control himself, otherwise he'll kill somebody.
Yeah, it's the opposite of that. Yeah, not kill somebody at all. Kill somebody waiting on it, I guess. But also, I'll tell you this, dude. One of my bucket list dreams is I don't know if I ever have it. A lot of the great things will have to happen for this to be possible, but I want to throw a first pitch in a Major League Baseball game. Okay. A comic we know, Ramon Rivas, did it with the Indians. They let him do it. So it's not impossible. But listen, the Rubber Ducks is AA. They do it, but they don't let anybody on the mound. All right. No. Indians let you on the mound. I want to be on the mound, and I'm going to be well practiced. All right. This saw 50 cents pitch. It was awful. Mine would be all right. All right. I don't have a great arm, but I'd be ready for it. Right. I'd at least get it there and hope maybe not throw a strike, but I wouldn't be embarrass myself. All right.
I would embarrass myself. I know.
I want to bet. I want to really bet. Didn't think like Anthony Jeselnik did a thing where he got his dad to throw out the first pitch of the Pirates game and he caught it.
I don't know. That'd be kind of cool to watch.
I heard that. That's pretty cool. I mean, they're from Pittsburgh, obviously. Jeselnik's from Pittsburgh. Oh, another honorable mention. Lee Majors.
The $1 million fucking man was at the fight.
He was at the fights. I guess he's a big fan of UFC fight, but just being alive, bro. He's 82 years old, I think. 82.
He looked like he was in his at least mid-70s.
He looks good.
Yeah.
82. He's still, getting out there doing. He's still working. He has movies coming. He's working.
Really?
Yeah. I looked up his IMDb. He has stuff coming out. He's working.
Interesting.
Just the thing though. I was thinking about it, and a bunch of people when do you give up your dream of being an actor? The thing is, here's the thing. They need old people and stuff too. They're gonna need, people to play 80-year-olds. They're gonna need old people in movies, right? It's not like they don't write elderly parts. They do. So they need people to take those parts, man. Right? So the point is, don't give up on your dreams, bro. Coming from someone who often thinks about it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Same here.
But no, he's still working. Yeah, you need old guys, right? I think he was in a Bowling for Soup video. Was it Lee Majors? I think it was.
I don't know. I don't have, like I said, I don't have my phone.
I'm pretty sure that's right. I don't even look it up. I'm pretty sure that's right. However, I think I saw my honorable mentions. Let me double check. Oh, Cuomo was on that list too, but he just
Oh God, why?
what-
Why would you have Cuomo on that list? You
well
fucking
because
weirdo.
not now. He was refusing to resign, which I thought was hilarious. So
Yeah, but is it the allegations? Like, do we not care about believe all women now? Like,
well, most of them,
yeah,
yeah, and I believe them too. He's a creepy dude. Anyway, I talked
agreed.
about this before, and this would absolutely have to be my hero of the week if it happened, and it happened. Eddie Alvarez, not the fighter, Eddie Alvarez, the baseball player. Eddie Alvarez. He was a player in the Miami Marlins organization. He was on Team USA Baseball. Team USA Baseball. I watched the game at 6 a.m. They lost the gold medal game to Japan. It was 2-0. It was a good game, but they won silver. And Eddie Alvarez won silver medal in the Summer Olympics. In 2014, he won a silver medal in speed skating. So he
Yes.
becomes the third American, the sixth person. There's thousands of people who compete in the Olympics every year. In the
Yeah.
history of the Olympics, 6 people have won medals in winter and summer, and the sixth one is Eddie Alvarez. So here of the week, Eddie Alvarez. That's a huge accomplishment. It may not happen again for a very long time.
What was his
Speed skating and
average for the tournament? Do you know?
What's that?
What was
No,
like
I
his
don't.
batting average or anything?
I don't know, but he was hitting when I watched. He started at second base.
Nice.
I think he's batting second, but by the end of the tournament, he's batting leadoff.
Nice.
I don't know what he might not have a much of a major league career. He's already 31 and he's in the minors, so maybe not too much. But I mean, this is an accomplishment you can't take away from him, and that's amazing, amazing. It doesn't happen very often. It's crazy for people to even attempt it. Like I think there's maybe 100 and I looked it up, like 150 maybe people that have competed in 2 sports, but only 6 have won medals, and he's won medals in both. So that's and both were very close. I think they lost the speed skating medal by 0.3 of a second.
Wow.
And it was against Russia, who was doping near that whole Olympics. And they lost 2-0 to Japan. So he's very close, this close to getting 2 golds, but he gets 2 silvers. That's insane. I couldn't imagine. I mean, being good enough to play professionally, play at that level at any sport is insane. But the fact 2 sports that are nothing alike, alike, it's insane. It's insane. It makes you kind of wonder what him being a speed skater took out of his baseball development too.
Probably.
And for sure it did. I mean, it took time for sure. But it's it's great. Anyway, Eddie Alvarez, not Eddy Alvarez, not the fighter, the ball player.
What I wanted to bring on, by the way, since you did your hero of the week, I wanted to bring the video segment back where I wanted to show something that was pretty hilarious in the MMA world. It's from the PFL.
No, we didn't talk about any of the fights.
No, not yet. I want to talk about the Derek Lewis fight.
Luke did great. I was hoping for Chiesa to win, but it did look good for fucking Luke. Dude, weathered that storm and turned around. And as my one buddy said, he pulled that. I'm the one who does the choking around here, which is true. That's what he pulled off, and he looked great. And I'm a big Chiesa fan, and Luke too. But I wanted Chiesa to win.
Yeah,
and, I mean he's looked good early on, but you're talking about you want to fight on the ground with a guy who's that slick on the ground, and you make this much of a mistake, which Chiesa did, and he got him. It was beautiful, fantastic for Luque.
Luque, when he got locked in that Darce, it almost looked like, in like robot movies, how the parts lock together so perfectly. Like Luque went right from his knees into that Darce jump.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I saw Bicentennial Man, so I don't know.
I'm not talking I'm more talking like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Now that I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
if you would have said that first, that made more sense.
Like he latched on to fucking Chiesa like he was gonna build a robot with a bunch of other body parts. I've never seen somebody latch on that quickly.
Listen, this is a show goal, all right? For us to make some money that we can both get cars that we can attach together to make a bigger robot.
I'm down.
Show goals.
Show goals.
Yeah, show goals. I like it.
But
who else was in on this?
And then Aldo looked good as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
very close fight, very good fight. Yeah,
very close.
Some good finishes at the beginning there. Cape knocked out Osborne. That was good. Actually, I didn't watch the first couple. I never got to it. But we talked about Bobby Green. We talked about it. It was that great fight was so great. Listen, I talked about it before. Like I assumed he was going to lose, but he's a tough out, dude. He's been around forever.
Yeah.
So it didn't surprise me at all that he did that. Not at all. And
Yeah, I
Herman the
thought
same
Bobby
way.
won
And
that fight.
I still think you're on crack, bro. Anyway,
Well, don't make me bring back this guy.
I already made the argument. I don't feel like doing it again. I've been drinking more. I was less drunk when I made the argument the first time. So
Yeah. But
yeah, no, dude, I don't think there's any possible way you can think this now. Anyway, but he fought great.
yeah.
And what was Herman? The same way. He's a granite chin, man. He's fantastic. He's always fun to watch fight, and he fought a really tough dude, a younger dude in Menifeld. Yeah, those fights were great. Tisha Torres looked really good. She had that fight the whole time.
Yeah.
She looked great. She was the better fighter for sure. She looked great. Yeah. I would like to see maybe Hill try to get her down more. I think she would have had a better shot there.
Hill looks stiff.
Didn't really work.
Like Hill kind of did
nearly as stiff as Derek Lewis, bro.
Dude.
I don't think Derek Lewis knew he was in the arena. He did not show up at all, man. That's sad. He was either just didn't give a shit or insanely nervous, one or the other. I mean, that's completely different things, but I think either one of them could have resulted in that.
No,
He just wasn't there.
No,
at all.
It hurt.
I've seen that before, but he's kind of gotten away with it when knocking out people. Cyril Gahn's so slick and so quick that, yeah, you got to show up, man. And I don't know, maybe him fighting in his home arena is part of it, but there has been times he said multiple times that sometimes he's just not into it for whatever reason. He doesn't do it on purpose. He's just like in the back. He's just like, nah, not there. And it looked like that for sure.
Oh, he was beating himself up after the fight. Like you could tell.
Yeah.
He was not happy with how he acted. And I felt bad for him, dude, because it's like, yeah, you're in your hometown. You're going for, granted, the interim, which I think, honestly, that's one thing I would get rid of.
No one likes
all combat sports.
No one likes interim titles. No one
at all.
They're so they just do it so people will buy the pay-per-views because they think it's nothing. It means nothing.
Titles don't mean shit in MMA.
Well,
like I just want to see.
Well, you know what? Fights. In interim titles, I don't think
interim titles don't mean dick, but also a lot of the world titles don't mean dick anymore.
It depends on how you feel about it. Like Dustin Poirier doesn't give a shit about the lightweights, and that's fine. But some guys, that's their goal. That it matters if you think it matters.
Agreed. But at the same time, it's like I want to see good fights. Like I don't. I'm so glad I saw this.
Reason we're seeing Nick Diaz fight Robbie Lawler again. They're not going to win championships, but we like to see fights. We like to see the show. And there's a lot of guys that are in the most people in the UFC are in the UFC just because they put on good fights.
Yeah, agreed. But it's like
small handful, 10% or less, are in title contention.
I was happy though. I need to address this real quick for boxing fans. We're gonna get less titles, which is fan-fucking-tastic. The WBA is, I guess, in some financial troubles right now.
Merging?
And I hope they do. I hope they get absolved. I can't remember. Whatever the word is where it's merged. Yeah, merging. I wish they would merge with like the IBF or somebody like that and just absorbed. That's what I'm thinking of. I want them to just be absorbed by another alphabet organization because like we don't need that many belts, dude. Like in boxing, especially. There's too many.
Is that the one with the 3 belts? Hold on. Is there 3 belts in 2 of them?
I think.
So wouldn't that just be the same amount of? I don't understand. Man.
It's
one good thing with the UFC. They made a league. Yes, there's definitely problems with that, especially when it comes to the fighters and their pay and how they get treated, for sure. But it's just there's 6. What is there? 6 belts but there's 2 titles. What?
Yeah.
So really, all that would happen is they just absorb one of the.
Yeah, it's a boxing needs to. Boxing has a. Boxing and pro wrestling right now have belt problems. When it comes to like WWE, especially, they have way too many title belts. They need to get down to like 5 and call it a fucking day. But like,
who?
What?
Who needs to get down to 5?
The WWE, they have way too many belts.
Okay.
Yeah, they have too many. Like, too many where I can probably name you 5 of them, and there's probably another 6.
Dude, and it's wrestling. Like, they can have matches against each other. Like, I don't know.
But like,
I'm not going to get into it because I don't know anything about it. But just logistically, it's like, what? I mean, it makes sense for all these weight classes in MMA, but wrestling.
I wish, honestly, the only belt that would mean anything would be the ring title, just because of how old it is. Like, get rid of the alphabet leagues and have everybody going for the goddamn
boxing.
ring belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. That should be the standard bearer.
Who is the ring? Do they do ring belts still?
They still do the ring belts. Tyson Fury is technically the ring world heavyweight champion.
Listen, we haven't had anyone fight for the Plata heavyweight championship. Well, you've had that up for months now. No one's.
I know. I had the belt made and everything. I'm like, fuck.
That's gonna be the thing.
10 grand.
You take a fight. We're making that the Plata championship. And,
I'm down.
Yeah, do it.
But it's, I don't know, man. You look at like, I'm so glad MMA has stuck to the one belt premise the entire time. And because Bellator,
because they have different organizations, like, right.
But it's not like, oh my God, we have to unify the the Bellator belt with the UFC belt. Well, and then that's the real world champion.
I mean, they did it with the WEC, or they tried to,
and Pride too.
Yeah, and Pride.
That's how Quentin Rampage Jackson became light heavyweight champion.
But they didn't keep those belts. It's not like you get the WC belt. And that's what boxing did. You still get those belts, right?
Yeah.
The Zuffa was just like, we just own you now. So we'll give that guy a title shot because it was a big organization and he deserves a shot. But you're not going to keep the belt. You can fight for our belt. So
yeah. And I think that's how it should be. I think there should be a centralized title for boxing, especially. Because like there's so many boxers, but
there's not a centralized title for MMA.
UFC technically is like, to me, if you get there,
not the only one though. I think it's not the only one. I mean, maybe the deepest of it. Well, you think that? I think they are, but like we said all the time, like One and Bellator have monsters.
Yeah.
Right. So you can't say that those guys aren't legitimate champions. They are. I mean, look, they prove themselves. Eddie Alvarez, Michael Chandler, they're obviously monsters. I think the only guy that really came in and bit it was Hector Lombard.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Those 3 shots are catching up.
You're fine.
What?
You're fine. What did you the Suicide Squad. Did you watch it?
Oh, yeah, I did. I thought it was fucking great.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Oh, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was awesome. No, it kind of pissed you off. You know what? The thing is, you watched the first one, Suicide Squad, and number one, I remember there being a fight about it being R-rated, right? And then they made a PG-13, and it fucking ate shit. And then they decided, listen, DC's like, all right, how do we fix this? Number one, let's just get the people that are crushing it with Marvel. So they get James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy. They get him, and they're like, R-rated movie for you. Boom, do your thing. And he wrote it, and he made a cool movie. Like that's what Suicide Squad. They're supposed to be asshole criminals and it's supposed to just he crushed it. I think he did great. And they also got some actors from the MCU. Elba, Michael Booker. The guy. Was it Booker? Rooker. My bad.
Yes.
Rooker from 8 Man Out. Play the first. Anyway, Shawshank too. It's been around a long time.
Walking Dead.
Is he in Walking? I didn't watch Walking
Dead. Yeah, he played Daryl's brother. I can't remember what his name was.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm glad he's having like a resurgence. It's really cool. Mary Poppins, y'all. Anyway.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
What was he? Oh, and the guy, I forget his name, who played Polka Dot Man. He's in Marvel too. He's in Ant-Man. And it was great. I fucking love Polka Dot Man. He fucking crushed
Oh.
it. He crushed Polka Dot Man. Polka Dot Man
Dude.
was my favorite. I don't want to, no spoilers.
Good
but
pun,
Polka
by
Dot
the
Man was
way.
great. What?
Good pun, by the way.
What'd I say?
He crushed a polka dot man.
Shh, no spoilers. It was the guy you play the thinker looked like Jeff Bezos. Nailed that. Like
That guy was a Doctor Who too.
yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then Margot Robbie crushed it again.
The guy who played Rick Flag was good. And I'm gonna say this.
Everybody was like it.
I love
what's the name of the what's her name?
Ratcatcher 2.
No, she's hottie. Anyway, no, he played the general, the main
Amanda
lady.
Waller.
No, the main lady.
Amanda Waller.
Yeah, she played Amanda Waller. What's her name?
Yeah, I can't. I don't. She is something.
Oh, it's gonna draw me next. I know her name. It makes me actually. I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna piss me off because I know her name. And I mean, she's won an Oscar before. Like she's a great actress. And it's funny you see her in other movies. Like how long it took her to get a giant break because she's been great in everything she's ever done.
Fuck.
But she killed it, and she was in the first one too, and she killed it. John Cena.
John Cena is Peacekeeper.
Yeah, he's great.
Like Peacekeeper. Yeah, Viola Davis. But like the star of that movie, and
Nathan Fillion in a DC movie is pretty hilarious. But the thing is, go ahead. So what you're gonna say?
I was gonna say, like, to me, and they're doing an HBO Max series with Peacekeeper that's gonna be directed by James Gunn.
Good, I'm sure it'll be fun.
And I can't wait. And I'm gonna say this. I was a Cena hater. I was one of the IWC, the internet wrestling community, that was like, fuck John Cena. He's a piece of shit. Fucking, they're not letting anybody else fucking be a star, but they're letting John Cena. John Cena can do whatever the fuck he wants after that Peacekeeper fucking performance. So goddamn good.
I liked him as an actor. You know, he's really funny in that one movie with Tina Fey, Amy Poehler. Is it called Sisters or something like that?
Yeah, Motherhood.
No, not that one. It's the one where they play sisters. I think it might be called Sisters. I don't know.
Okay.
But he plays like a drug dealer, and it's pretty hilarious. Anyway, no, he's great in movies, and he did great in that. But yeah, listen, DC has had an inferior product with the movies, for sure. They didn't for a while. They were number one, right? Because the Batman movies, right? And Marvel movies were kind of shit, right?
The guy that was running DC, I can't remember his name, but like he was like one of the higher executives. That fucking guy was the reason that the Suicide Squad went to PG-13 the first time. Like he was like, who's that fuckhead who was running Lucasfilm? The ginger bitch. I can't remember her fucking name.
I don't either.
The one that the Favreau's taking over for, because he's going to take over the Lucasfilm universe.
Yeah, they say that. Hope so. It's Mandalorian, super fun. I'm not even like, listen, I'm a fan of Star Wars. I'm not a super fan. I watch them all.
Well, that bitch fucking ruined Star Wars for a generation, and it pisses me off that she had that opportunity.
What if it sucks? Yeah.
We keep this phaser here to suss out Trekkie bitches like yourself. So get the hell off our land. Get the hell off our land.
It's a carriage house. Anyway,
nobody calls Han Solo.
I might watch that movie later. Now, who knows?
Bitch. I love that movie.
That's why I wish I had marijuana.
Danny McBride. Do you know what a Kansas City railroad job is, or whatever the fuck it was?
Kristen Bell too. First thing I ever saw Kristen Bell, I think I told you this, was Reefer Madness the musical.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's one great. It's so good. I just somebody discovered that when we were in high school. They got it at Blockbuster or something, and then everyone who was in the musical got hooked on it. We were all like, no, it's great though. It's hilarious. Anyway.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they made a propaganda movie from the 30s.
Well, I was about to say the guy who played the Crypt Keeper was in that movie.
Alan Cummings was in that movie.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mary Sunshine. Anyway,
Uh,
no, DC had the inferior movies. Well,
Yeah.
lately, I mean, because they had Batman and it was great, but ever since like the Batfleck era, they haven't been great, and that's when Marvel's been killing it. So, yeah, they finally, what aren't they doing? And they came James Gunn and they let him make the movie he wanted to make, and it was a great idea
oh,
because it was. I heard saw someone describe it as like an indie superhero movie, which
yeah.
he did. I mean, obviously had a big budget, right? But that's not really what he meant. But that's
It
just,
felt like The Boys or like
yeah, it did feel like The Boys. It did a little bit.
or
Yeah,
the Umbrella Academy, which I
yeah, it did.
love the Umbrella Academy.
Me too. I love that and The Boys. They're
Yeah.
great. Yeah, they're really good. What do you think they're gonna do with Vanya and the Umbrella Academy?
I haven't finished season 2.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I mean, listen, I'm only asking because Elliot Page, so nothing that you haven't seen.
If I mean,
I think they're
they
gonna
would
have-
probably
they're gonna
do
have
that
to,
thing
though.
because they already did the lesbian angle in season 2, like from what
Yeah.
I've seen so far.
Yeah, they did.
So like it could
Maybe.
be,
I think they kind of have to, right?
yeah. I
They
think
have
they'll do where he is trans now. Sorry.
Yeah, they almost have to, right? But how do they get it? I don't know. You know what? The thing is, I'm sure they can do it in a way that isn't too weird and it has a good story arc, and I hope they do. I hope they crush it.
Yeah. Me
Anyway,
too.
why not? It's a good show. But
Yeah.
no, I really enjoyed. I mean, and I'm trying to think of all the reasons.
Plus, the Sparrow Academy is what I think they're gonna do for season 3 because what's her face is heavily involved in the Sparrow Academy, where she like abducts, I think it's like girls or something, and makes them sparrows.
The comic book you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you didn't watch the rest of the second.
No, but I'm familiar with the source material. So like
Okay,
I've read the source material before.
Okay, well that comes up at the end somehow.
Yeah.
Like I say,
I kind of figured.
It's really good. I might watch this shit again. It's great. I
Oh,
like the
that
first season more than the second season.
First
but
season
the
is
first-
hilarious.
So good, dude. The guy who plays Clark.
Second season was it got too preachy for me.
And the kid who plays 5, fucking killer.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody in that show's fucking killer.
Who is the guy that looks like a methed out Daniel Levy? He's like the murderer.
Oh, I forget his name, but he was like in The Big Short.
Yeah,
he was in that movie with Chris Pine, and Casey Affleck, the boat movie.
I want to see the boat movie.
Yeah, the boat movie. No, what is it called? I forget what it's called. Anyway,
but that guy, I liked him the
story about
most, especially the kid version where they killed the guy in the bank, and he was like, "Can we go home now?" It's so fucking bloody. If you've never seen the Umbrella Academy, it's fucking great.
watch it. It's based on the graphic novel made by Gerard Way from My Chemical
Yeah.
Romance, of all people. You know, he's Joe Rogan's cousin.
Yeah.
He's never had him on the show. I'd love to see that. I want him to be like, "Oh, you know, listen, I can understand how maybe I get some second cousins I have who I probably don't know very well, but that's interesting how like they both became like they weren't from famous families. They just both became, and they're completely different things. But I enjoy both of their work. I'm even a fan of My Chemical Romance. You know what? Looking back, I like them even more than I used to. Their music, not the last album, but like Black Parade. I love that album. It's a great album, and the one before.
I came from the metal world, dude. So like that stuff was
so did I, though, man. And you can like more than one thing, right?
I couldn't because it was like,
you know what? There's a lot less of people like that now. The people like, I like metal, so everything sucks. Like the fact that disco died. Like what genre would die now? Genre wouldn't die anymore.
Hard rock and heavy metal is slowly dying. It's sad. I don't like it.
What do you mean by die?
Like people are listening to it less. That's the one negative.
How do you know that? Because it's on the radio less? Radio sucks.
Not even the radio. You look at like Spotify numbers. I look at those kind of things for
all right.
Plays and all this stuff. It's slowly, and there's great metal bands out there. Huge metal bands that are not popular in this country and should be.
I'm discovering a lot lately.
Huh?
I got on the Spirit Box train recently.
Uh,
I'm big on them. The
um,
girl who was in I Wrestled a Bear once. She's in this band.
one of my favorite band names ever, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but
It's
like she was singing a bit in that band, but like it's just like they use all of her talents in this band. It's great. Anyway, Spirit Box is great. Circle with Me is a fantastic song. Anyway, point being, there's good stuff up there, bro.
Mhm.
What was I saying about Suicide Squad? It's great. They killed it. I loved it. I'm gonna watch it again probably. I already watched it twice. I think it's great. I love. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like a Tarantino superhero movie.
Yeah.
The closest you can get without actually being.
It was like Sin City meets DC, like bloody and just the perfect amount of storytelling for me to go. I can't wait to see what they do with this character. I can't wait to see. I mean, the one post credit scene is fucking great if you watch the movie from the beginning.
The Weasel.
Yes.
Is there another one? Because I tried to look, I couldn't find it.
There is, and it's
very, very end.
Yeah.
Oh, because
it's John Cena.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's John Cena.
Okay.
But yeah, the fucking my favorite line, and it's in the beginning of the movie, so it's not gonna spoil anything. But when the Weasel drops out of the fucking helicopter, and the first words out of the person's mouth is, "Anybody research if weasels can swim?"
Right.
It was like, what? Oh my god, this is gonna be a fucking great film, and it turned out to be. Starro was great. I love Starro the Conqueror. Like, it's one of my favorite DC character or villains to, like, you open up a comic and all of a sudden it's like, fuck, Starro's back.
Yeah. No, that guy's he's nasty. Starro.
I wish they would do like a Starro.
I think
Angle.
Pete Davidson did what he was doing perfectly. I think they did a perfect thing with his character. That was perfect.
Yeah.
That's kind of when you realize what this movie is going to be like.
Yeah. That's why they said don't get attached. As soon as the opening scene, you're like, oh yeah, I shouldn't get attached to anything in this movie.
That German guy, forget his name.
Oh, he does like YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's a funny dude. He's like maybe the one funny German guy. Sorry, that's just
your name is Letters.
Yeah, that's a joke. I'm sure there's plenty of funny Germans, but the joke is the Germans. Anyway,
their jokes are mostly about the Jews, which is weird.
No, people say Germans aren't funny, but that guy's funny. The movie I remember him being in. He was on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I remember him being in the second Pitch Perfect movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was great in that.
And then what's his name from Supernatural?
I don't watch Supernatural.
The
thing is, Nathan Fillion, man, is a superhero.
Nathan Fillion, that's it.
Okay, that's the guy you're talking about. Yeah. That's
as the detachable kid,
the worst superhero.
I don't know. I think that would be a fucking great superhero, especially for like it, dude. I wish there was a video. I think there is a video game where you have to like reattach your head, or you can like do some shit with like your body. I can't remember what it was called, but like I would play a detachable kid video game. Imagine the puzzles that you have to do.
I see that as like back in the day, a Wii game. Now it'd be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Octodad.
I'll say this. What this reminded me of the Weasel.
Yeah.
There's a kid that I went to school with. I went to elementary school with him through high school.
There's a lot of those kids, though. I remember having a kid like that looked like that.
No. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
I was on baseball team with him, and his dad was a coach, and his dad used to like make fun of him all the time and call him weird names. And one time he called him a weasel, and like the kids they were on a team at school, like we're still messing with him, like weasel, because they thought it was funny. I think I was one of them, but I don't want to give myself credit. Anyway, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, but he has one.
Also a really good song,
right? Attachable penis, attachable penis, an alien from Venus. I don't know. That's dumb. Anyway, I think it's seen us. Anyway, okay. Anyway, we started calling him Weasel.
Oh God, you mean fuck!
No, dude. It stuck all the way through high school, to the point that teachers were calling him. We only referred to him as Weasel. He was Weasel.
Oh God.
And it just became the point that it wasn't even a joke anymore. Like when we went from elementary to middle school, where there's more kids, it was just we call him Weasel, and it really easily it just kept on. Everybody called him. I mean, he was always Weasel. Maybe not in his life now, but all through school, it was just, and it wasn't at the point. It got to the point there wasn't even a derogatory term because he was just always Weasel. That was just his name. He just was.
He just
kind of neat.
was.
And thinking about, I mean, because like, just people don't even ask questions. So like everybody just calls him Weasel. Like I said, teachers will call him Weasel. He was Weasel. And it came from his dad calling him that. This as a joke at baseball practice one day in like 3rd grade. So, but it's funny because I mean, he was just Weasel. No one called. I think Justin was his name. Don't call him Justin. Is Weasel.
Yeah, I don't know. I had some kid to make fun of like my facial hair because he couldn't grow any. Used to call me Razor. So
Good
yeah.
one.
Yeah, I know, right? And then just to fuck with them, like back, we got customized like tracksuits for track season. And instead of getting like Boomer was like my childhood nickname.
Raid, Laser, Razor.
I actually had Razor put on the jacket, like because you could put like a thing. I'm like, I get made fun of by this kid. I'm just gonna end it. And he was like, no, he took the fun out of it. Yeah. That's the fucking point, you dickhead.
You ever hear John Wellington's joke about being called beef in high school?
Oh, I love that joke.
It's a funny bit.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm actually tomorrow. I'm doing a Cleveland comedy show.
Is it going on now?
No, it's a show that they put on at the All Saints house in Battery Park. And it's a fun, it's gonna be a cool time, man. Like the room looks really classy. So like they're allowing me in there, which is a nice thing. Shout out to the greatest professional wrestling. And I wish he would get into MMA, ring announcer in professional wrestling. He's the best.
You have a
Steve
hard
Guy.
on for this guy. You do.
I love Steve Guy.
I like Steve too, but you really like his wrestling.
I do, because I've seen a lot of ring announcers.
Yes, I believe you.
He was a great replacement for Pedro DeLuca.
We need to get Jake Digman on the show.
Yes.
I think he'll
He's
do
actually
it too. We just need to get hold of
that
him.
show September 11th. He's
Yeah,
going to
I
be
know,
ring
it's funny.
announcing.
I know, which you can go to other Flogging Molly shows, man.
I don't. I
We'll
have
do
a
another.
bad year if I don't go to a Flogging Molly show.
We'll do
Like
another
it's
one.
that depression.
I get it. We're fine. We're good. We'll do
It'd
another.
be
We'll
like
probably
you
do another
missing
one
a Creed show.
I've missed Creed shows. Anyway,
Well, okay. What's a band that you can't live without?
there's none really. I mean,
Really?
it's been a long time since I've seen Bowling for Soup, but I'm excited to go see them again. It's been a long time since I saw them. I saw them 10 times, but it's been years.
Yeah, Flogging
7 or 8
Molly is like
years.
an addiction. I love them so fucking much.
No, I get it. It's cool. It's fine.
They didn't like my rabbit in a pot that I sent.
We'll do
them.
another
That
one.
was
Also, man, I don't even know how we were gonna do it. Like I don't know what were we gonna do? Get Cam a guy,
possibly
and then edit it all. Like we'd have to pay. We'd have
videos.
to pay some money for that. I mean, it would be difficult for us to do anything live because we have to have it all wired into.
Yeah, we would do interview videos.
Sure, but I don't think what we could do live. Well,
we could do live.
We could do a normal show live and have people come on and off.
Yeah.
But we need help. We couldn't do it by ourselves. Which we can get. But anyway, maybe in November they'll do another one. And that was in Akron at Chaparral's, which I've been a lot of times.
Yeah,
it's an okay place. Have you been there?
No, but
it's like a bingo hall. The biggest faux pas I'd say for that place is not big enough. It gets really crowded really fast in there. There's one bathroom. It's small. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. But
it looks like Peabody's afterwards.
Kinda, man. It really does. Miss Peabody's is a concert venue that used to be in Cleveland, which maybe the last time I saw Bowling for Soup. So how long's Peabody's been now? 6-7 years?
Yeah, we're closing it on 10. Yeah.
2014 maybe.
It was a sad day. I cried.
It's a fun place. I had fun every time I was there. It's a cool place. That's what I'm hoping this place, and Pennsylvania, this Jurgles place is like, and it looks like kind of like that vibe. So I'm gonna go see Bowling for Soup. Yeah. But anyway, Chaparral Center is. I mean, it's in this. It's where the Tamor Shrine is.
Yeah.
It's like across the street, basically across the
Oh,
highway.
okay.
It's basically the same area. Yeah.
I
it's
saw
right there.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at the Tabor Shrine.
There you go. But Tamor Shrine has a lot more room, and it's not more comfortable to watch a show.
It's
and
a cool place, dude.
Yeah, it's not bad. I know Andrew Law hates it. I don't know. I think it gets weird vibes there. He doesn't fight well there. I don't know. He's in a couple of fights there. But Chaparral's is just it's small. It's a bingo hall. They put a cage in the middle and seats because there's no built-in seats. They put all folding chairs and I usually am standing most of the time there.
No, you're not. Your knees can't handle that.
You think that, but anyway, yeah, that's that. Anyway,
who's got jokes?
This guy.
Hey Tim.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap out because I gotta be in bed.
No, it's good call. Good call.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 100. And again,
oh yeah,
holy shit. Like, I can't believe we made it to episode 100. And it fell on now, which is our signature bit. The Tequilaquences.
Oh, by the way, I'm coming up with all the names for Tequilaquences episodes from now on.
I like it. Yeah, I was high making this on my day off, and
I'm proud of this boost because Speed 2 cruise control. Come on, everybody, right? Come on.
I knew you wanted Speed 2, so I had to look up the name. And as soon as I saw cruise control, I'm like, oh yeah, it was booze control. All right,
that's right.
Fucking party, bro.
Right. Yes, all of them are good. I think maybe the third one would be called Tequilaquences 3: The Drunkening.
Yes.
Or something like that. Well, I'll think of something.
We will. And
I'm actually excited for the next
this has been an amazing experience. Tim said it best. Honestly, our mental health has been better because of this show.
Well, the thing is that it is actually true.
It's
I don't know if it's sad or not, but no, it's really just like having things that you want to talk to someone about and then actually having someone to talk to them about.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of like, I'm going to talk to my cat about fights or baseball, or whatever else is going on. So yeah, that does help.
Yeah.
I just hope that, listen, I don't think Ray and I are going to change much. I'm probably not going to mumble less. Ray's not going to be less creepy. So we just hope people will watch us. And I'm well aware that we may not be for everybody and we don't pander too much, but we may. You never know. But
I would shut that shit down immediately if you started pandering to some douchebag in the comments. I'd be like, bitch, shut your mouth.
Dude, do you think I would be of the two of us? I'd be the first to pander?
I would, yeah, because I don't. Yeah, no, absolutely. I would never change my opinion based on something. Remember, I got it's JMB, right? From the MMA holes. Can't remember.
Jesse's her name.
Yeah, Jesse. She asked me why I thought Corey Sandhagen got robbed, and I stood behind my thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I think he did too. But
so it's one of those lovely things. And again, we thank the MMA holes and their website, the MMAholes.com, for having us on, because we've experienced such a bump from them that we can thank them for basically keeping us going in this whole thing.
It doesn't take that much to keep us going.
No, because we're comics. That's all it takes. It's
going to take more eventually, man. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I think at that point we'll be at where we need to be.
I mean, listen. Listen. Let's say we're at a good day 25 on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
What do we need to be by 200? What do we need? I mean, listen. If we're
I would like to see like a couple hundred per episode.
We're not reaching the triple digits, man.
Yeah,
maybe we had to pack it in.
Yeah,
we've only been with the MMA host for a couple months, and we need to call in.
There's a lot of stuff we need to do on our own that we need to talk about.
The biggest thing is that we haven't done enough.
We
know that.
So, but I think honestly, hiring people for that is the best way for us.
That's fine. I'm into paying somebody, but I can't pay a ton. So I agree.
And also, I next week will be it will be we will have a full year of this paid for because I'm gonna buy a year of StreamYard because it's like on a discount right now.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, I do that. I mean, listen,
yeah,
I don't have mine.
and
You do whatever.
that
you
way we're secure in that, and we can be
And we
able to
hate
do more.
StreamYard. What's the best part about it? Is that
StreamYard's improved though. I
Yeah,
will say.
well, we're still having issues with the videos, but that might be in it. Like if one of us plugged into our Ethernet, we probably would work better.
Yeah.
But neither of us do that. So
And I'm lucky I'm on a floor where the internet box is, so I'm happy about that.
there you
So
go. Mine's above me.
But guys, thank you very much. 100 episodes in the book. We have many guests coming up that I'll be hitting up and Tim will be hitting up. Hopefully we can finally catch some big worms because I would
Big
love
fish.
that.
I never heard big worms before.
Well, I'd rather have worms than fish at this point. We can get the worms and then get the fish.
We're the little worms. Not talking about your
Exactly.
penis, but or mine. These guys, but big fish.
Yeah.
Listen, Alex. If I get a hold of it, I think I should go through Alex Moreno's manager. That
Yeah.
tried on Instagram didn't work, but because I think he will do our show.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, he's my uncle. I told you, my uncle used to sponsor him. There's a whole thing there, and he knows my uncle, and he knows my cousin. He used to teach him. So anyway,
Yeah.
he'll come on the show, I think, when he has time. But we have to probably go through his manager.
But we appreciate every single one of you, and we look forward to doing more episodes for you as well, and growing the fan base because we do have a good sized fan base for where I thought we were going to be, which was lower than what we have. And I appreciate every single one
The
of you
best thing
every
is
day.
that almost all of them we didn't know beforehand,
No.
other than cousin Mike.
Yeah.
And but who I love that he tunes in. If he's still there, love you, brother. But yeah, we're just mumbling at the same thing at this point. But yes,
Yeah.
it's good. We should though. We should be nostalgic when we get the 100 episodes, man. That's an accomplishment.
Fuck yeah, baby. So for Tim,
I haven't given up.
So for Tim Danko, I'm
me.
Ray Highclack.
Him.
And we look forward to doing more Bro Plata episodes. Thank you, fam. We appreciate every single one of you. Like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that we exist. Justify our existence. And as always, we will see you at the Kumite, fam.
How sad is it that we do 100 episodes, like 200 plus hours of content, just because like one guy will come on the show and text in that he saw a band 30 years ago for like 2 cents